back. We are back for whatever we're back for. So it's Thursday night. Toss on back. Cheers to everybody out there in the audience. Give yourself a round of applause and crack open a beer as well as we get ready to get into the show. Of course, I am Rod. This is Todd. You may have seen us on a billboard by one of the breweries, Rod and Todd Sour. Just saying. But hopefully you
coincidence? I think not.
they're an Indiana brewery. That's all I'm saying. But hopefully you guys are doing well out there. And right off the bat, I'm going to say, rough week this week with some of the stuff that has taken place. And didn't know how I wanted to start the show tonight, just because it was kind of like still going through some mediocre type feel with everything happening. You're seeing all different things on the shows, the sporting events, or the news, everywhere you look. But, hopefully we can put a smile on some people's faces tonight and start to, I want to say, push back to being normal again. But it's the cycle that we're in. It happens like every few, whatever, weeks, month, whatever it is now. So let's just hopefully get some beers and have some fun and at least for a couple hours, take our mind away.
That's what I was going to say. So, at least sweep it aside for a couple hours anyway.
Yeah.
And get back and do the best you can and enjoy it.
Yeah. We were supposed to do a show Tuesday night. We ended up canceling that over on Twitter because of what happened. That's actually being reran next Tuesday. But, it is what it is, unfortunately, and this is the world that we're in now. But that being said, let's not start off on a downer. Let's try to do something good here. We're going to crack open some beers. We got some people already filling in. We got Mick in the house. Cheers, Mick.
What's up, Mick?
Cheers. It wasn't me. I'm not guilty. You can smell my fingers. I'll be watching the Premier League to see how Liverpool does. Premier League coming. That's Chad in the background. A little bit of a cough there.
Yeah. You can hear it from a mile away. Coughing.
So Sad is here in spirit. She's an aura. She's around the room, although she's not right on with us. So
yeah. She wanted to be, but
maybe she'll chime in from the comments. Shout out to John Pierre. Hey fellas, what's going on, my friend? You don't know John, check him out as well. He does some great stuff in his show. Actually drinking a High Life right now. So he is going with
the champagne.
The champagne of beers. Yeah. Gilbert's in the house. Cheers.
EG.
Gilbert will have his onslaught of different things to drink, I'm sure, here in a bit as well. CB's in the house. Cheers,
what's up,
CB. Always wanted to smoke a few for us. Definitely appreciate that. Hopefully someday, they'll get this passed in Maryland, and I'll be able to join you in that. So we'll see. Nick says cheers to CB. McT, cheers. Gilbert said mental health is a big issue. Yeah, but I'm not one of the ones that put it on mental health because we're not the only country that has mental health, and other countries are able to get through stuff. So what do we have that other countries don't have? Well, we have a lot more guns, but that's a whole different thing there. Vanessa's in the house. Cheers, Vanessa. Good to see you as well. Todd in West Virginia is dark. Amazing. You're only 2.5 hours away. Yeah.
I know.
Well, he's right there at that perfect spot where he gets that little bit of the central coming through. He's on Eastern time.
Yeah, so it'll be, let's see, was it 10 till 9? So, yeah, we probably got a good 40 minutes-ish.
Yeah, so mine is dark outside. Nights like that were always great for softball, too, because it was like 9:30. We still had light when we were playing softball.
Or even golfing after work, where you could get
golf.
18 holes in 4 hours and be done.
They're like, we'll give you the Twilight Special. Like, I'll get it done, too.
That's right.
Mick said hello to Vanessa. Hello to Mick. And Vanessa, hopefully you're feeling better this week as well as you're coming back from the stuff you were dealing with. Strawberry smoke tonight. There you go. And some people choose to do. Some people are just, they're drawn to it. I guess. I mean, it's whatever it was. Yeah. I'm smoking Purple Haze CB, so everybody's got a little smoke out. It's like a Snoop Dogg really knows got something rocking. Yeah. Blake will show up smoking something too, probably.
Oh yeah, you know that.
Awesome, Vanessa. Feeling great. COVID has left the building. Great to hear. Great to hear. Let's give you a little bit of applause there for COVID no longer being in the building. And as far as beer, so first beer I'm going to crack open tonight. Because I was debating what to do. Because right now, I don't have like any backup. So I'm just drinking some stuff that whatever I pull out of the fridge kind of thing. So unfortunately, some of these won't be reviews by myself. I'll do some of the smaller type breweries where people may not be as familiar with them or so. Although some people may be familiar with this one, I am actually going to crack open. And you're going to probably be interested in this one too, because it is the chocolate peanut butter Imperial Porter. And that's from the, I think it's Horny Goat Brewing still.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, so it's Horny Goat Brewing. And let me see if I can find some thing on here. Look at this. We're gonna try to do something different here tonight if I can get it to work right. Let me remove it for a second because that was kind of acting up weird. I don't know why it was doing that. Just trying to be more innovative nowadays. You know how that is. But when you're trying to do everything, I got all these different computers here, and I'm trying to turn different ways, and it's just not doing it the way I thought it was right now.
Never plays out the way you think it's going to.
Yeah, that's how it always ends up happening, right? I didn't think I was going to have a kid, but hey, you know.
Oops.
Oh.
Oopsies.
Whoops. Oops. I did it again. Yeah. Chocolate Imperial. If this works right. So I'm actually messing around with the different screen right now. Trying to get this to add to stream. There we go. So now you can see that. Look at that. Just trying to move up the technology for us all here so we can try different things, right? So
there you go.
Imperial chocolate peanut butter. I got the other computer here, so I'll turn it this way. Because if you saw the setup on the community tab, I've got 4 different screens that I'm actually working with. So I'm kind of just spinning around here.
I showed it to Shane and she just shook her head like, what the hell? I was like, he's all high tech.
She doesn't know I have another computer behind me.
Right.
So I got another camera back there too, but I didn't turn that camera on. I actually have another camera right here as well. So if I did that, that camera would pop in too. So I got a bunch of shit happening right now. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands right now. So Imperial Chocolate Peanut Butter Porter, Horny Goat Brewing, Imperial Double, 8.5% ABV, 55 IBU. And they describe it in a word indulges. This best describes this porter's huge malt backbone with notes of toffee, caramel, baker's chocolate, coffee, and molasses. Who doesn't always want a little bit of molasses? You know what I mean? Aromas of peanut butter, graham crackers, and chocolate are complemented with roasted barley delivering big bold beer like nothing you've ever tasted before.
Sounds tasty.
Average rating on this one here, 3.92 for 42.89 ratings. I have not rated it yet. Have I had any? I had some friends, I think, that may have rated this one. Let me take a look here. Yeah, I had a couple friends that rated. Ooh, they didn't give it a high rating, so I can see thus far, I think. Let's see, monthly U total 5486, but unique 4639. So not a lot of repeat people back to it. So anyway, this is a look at the beer here. And if I flip it over to this one, see what why can't we be friends? I got a few friends that have actually had this one. We've got let's see, what did Ricky say? Ricky Potts. It's a little sweet. NBA Jam in the corner. So you got a little NBA Jam rocking. Let's see here. Not many other people leaving too many comments. They're kind of just drinking it. What is that? Where was this hiding? My favorite peanut butter porter, loves IB said. Ooh. So yeah, so this is something a little bit different. Ron said, I like the balance of peanut butter and chocolate. Usually they're 90% peanut butter. Scroll too far, but not here. It's not boozy at all. Definitely chuggable. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm gonna crack this one open. Todd, I don't know what you have right there.
I was gonna say, I was wondering if you can pull that one. I'm doing the Mad Tree
Galaxy
High.
Imperial. Get high.
From your old neighborhood.
My
old neighborhood.
My old hood, yeah. We're gonna talk about my old hood tonight too. My old hood's got a lot of stuff going on right now. So here we go. Todd's gonna be enjoying one of my favorite beers out of Cincinnati from Tree Brewing, the Galaxy High. I can tell you that I've only rated on Untappd probably 7 or 8 beers I've ever given a 5 to, and that was one of them. It's just one of the best double IPAs. I love the Galaxy hop. So for me, it hits. I don't know if Todd feels it strongly. Average rating 4.05 on Untappd, 9.5% ABV, hitting the magic number of the 120 IBU. And it says, join 2 Australian hops as you encounter a crazy collection of tropical and dark flavors throughout this Imperial IPA. It's big on your palate, disruptive even. Think Trophy Cascades, disruptive. I gotta talk to Mike. Where did you put this Trophy Cascade? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the guy that does marketing. I'm gonna say, what is this? What did you put out here for that? You know, good thing I wasn't buzzed trying to figure that out. So that is what Todd is actually going to enjoy right there. We'll pop that back down. So now you know the 2 beers we're getting into.
So I probably, let's see. Last I checked, this one in was in 2015. So it's been a while.
It's been a while.
And like I said, I accidentally popped one open before the show and drank it. And yeah, it's still right there for me. Not quite a 5, but it's still up there. Definitely a tasty IPA for sure.
Oh my goodness. Think Reese's peanut butter cup. You know I like my Reese's. It has Reese's peanut butter cup all over it. Oh, that peanut butter and chocolate's coming together nicely. Okay. This might be a little bit of a front runner. This one might get off to a good start here. Definitely nice on the nose. Ended up pouring out with a pretty decent sized head, so really getting the aromas coming off there. You got the tan head. A little bit of milk chocolate underlying. Get that coffee bitterness, that chocolate appeal. Usually I'm not as huge on Horny Goat and the beers I've had from them.
Yeah.
This one's a step up. I give on that. As PA Brewers would say, a bit thin.
A little
thin, but you know, it's a porter. It's not a stout, it's a porter.
Does the peanut butter flavor carry over pretty good? Because as I've said before in the show, peanut butter stouts or porters always seem to be way better on the nose than the flavor for the most part. Not all of them, but
it carries into the taste well. You still have the Reese's type feel in the mouth, so not just on the nose. It kind of carries through. Nice. Back end, pretty smooth. Goes down rather easily. You can really feel it sit nicely in the roof of the mouth. It's probably the best I've had from Horny Goat. Now, to put this up against peanut butter beers is pretty decent. I still think I like Tailgate Brewery out of Tennessee a little bit more in their peanut butter stuff, but this one fits up nicely against them and has a nice appeal overall. I mean, I'm not going to go mad with this one, and I could, you have some peanut butter beers or some of that sweetness kicks in. You say, well, I can't do more than one or whatever. I could easily go through a couple of these, 2 or 3 of these, and be okay. Not overly done. It's got a nice presence to it. It's got a nice coating. The mouthfeel, I'm still getting the taste, so it's long lasted on the flavor. It's not bad. Nice job, Horny Goat.
What's the ABV on that one again?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I can hit the back arrow since I'm on the other computer now. That makes it easier. Instead of trying to squint. 8.5.
8.5, okay.
And so I would say it's pretty decent. It's got a nice play to it.
I'm pouring out nice. Looks a little darker on the screen, but
dark orangish color.
Still get the nice tropical orange, pineapple-ish kind of flavor to it. Definitely get the. I hate to use the word dank, but dankness of it. Definitely the hopness of it for sure. It's definitely hit you. So if you don't like hop, or if a person doesn't like hops, or just the borderline IPA-ish, may not be for the faint of heart.
Not for the faint of heart. Gotta be an adult to step up to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Although
I don't go a 5 on it, G, but I do give it a 4.5. So it's pretty damn good.
I mean, it's all about the universe you're in. Now, when I did give it a 5, that was probably about 4 years ago or so. So, when I give it a 5 today under that same thing, it might be knocked down to a 4.75 or so because everything's kind of changed in the universe. Yeah. But at the time of first getting that one, it was just one of those things. It's like this week I released a video, Flower Power, and that was still a solid beer. When I first had it back in 2010, it was definitely different than it is now, but it's still solid. Even if I can't say it's the highest rated IPA, at that time, it was one of the things that jumped out. So.
Well, that's the same with me for like Zombie Dust.
Yeah.
I think I rated it a 5, and I've had it many times over the years, and it's like, it's probably not a 5 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it may not even have been a 5 then, but it was just the rareness of it when it was out. Like when you saw it, it was just kind of like, oh, it's the Zombie Dust. I gotta get it. You know what I mean? Now you can wear it here, and you just see it on the shelves.
You see it stacked up on stuff. I see it here like just stacked in stores, and it's like,
and you're like, okay.
Yeah. But at one point when it was out, it was like it was going like you had to know when it was coming in that day, and
to
take advantage of it all. So
or know somebody that would hold it back for you or something. But it's still solid. Maybe it's more just a personal thing, kind of one of those deals where you just like I still put it up pretty high.
But I would definitely say out of the gate, 2 really good beers off the bat. About Todd's beer, so any comments we got from people out here? Oh, somebody got me that Jungle Gems. I love some Jungle Gems.
I was shocked that it has been that long since I've had it, though. I didn't think it had been that long. The shit, time flies like anymore. It's hard to tell.
So here's the thing you get with Untapped, right? So this guy says, this batch is weak as fuck. Not nearly as dank as usual, and a typical alcohol had heat is missing. But he gives it a 4.5. He gives it a 4.5. He criticizes it, but he gives it still a 4.5. So it's like, yeah, you guys suck on this one. Not your best, but still 4.5.
Still good, yeah.
Still pretty good, yeah. And it is all a matter of what you're feeling when how it hits you. I hit everybody the same way. This guy said now this one said a little bit more mere shadow of his former glory. Like I haven't had an updated version in a few years. So he gave it a 3. That makes more sense. It's not where it used to be. You can't slam it and then give it a high score, right? Like that just doesn't work. This person is strong but so smooth. Let me see here. Fuck yeah, Galaxy hops. Also, Carl might tolerate Imperial IPAs. So, give it a 4.5. Yeah, sometimes you just love reading the comments. It's like, what is that? When they do the mean tweets or something, like they just read this. It's like, really? You type that? Yeah. So, not as much of the comments. More people just throwing the ratings up there on that one. But overall, it's a pretty decent beer, I think, and definitely one to enjoy.
Damn tasty for sure. Well, it's funny. I was telling you the story. What I did before the show.
Yeah.
And when I was drinking and thinking it was the Jenny, I was like, if I get a 12-pack of these for $8.90 for $8.50 or whatever it was, and it tastes like this, I'm gonna get these all day long. Not even realizing I was like, it tastes more like an IPA, but kind of in your mind you're thinking, okay, this is not a cream ale, I don't think, but maybe it is.
Yeah,
I got looking, I was like, shit, I opened up the wrong damn one. I didn't mean to.
If you got 12 of those for $8.50, we give you the Rod J deal on that one. You get the Rod J deal.
Because considering I bought 4 of these for, I think it was $11.99 or $13.99. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Which still isn't bad either.
But it's a pint can. It's a pint can now, so you get a good size out of it. Isn't it? Or is it a 12-ounce can?
No, it's a 12-ounce.
It's 12. Oh, that's right. They are 12s. Yeah. It's been a while. Like I said, it's been a while. It's like I'm so used to everybody having pint cans now.
I know. But it is 9.5%. So even if it was $13.89, which I can't remember because I bought 2 4-packs in the cream ale yesterday. So one of them was $11.99, the other one was $13.99.
Yeah, 70
cream ale was $8.99, I think.
Yeah, you get one Jenny, you can definitely make up the difference there.
Yeah.
Not as much as hams, but still, you can do all right. 77 in the house. What is up, home? He can't hang too long tonight. He said, well, it's great to have you in for a little bit as well. Always fun to have you along here. Now he's up to Jesus up to 95 for me where I'm at. Corn's coming along well behind Todd.
It's funny you say that, Gilbert. It looks more like weeds if you can actually see it. I don't think they planted any corn this year.
CB said can't drink. So yeah, CB has the other way to go. Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, yeah.
Still have the month-long heart monitor on. I'll mail it back in June 2nd, drinking water. Well, just think next week you can get
couple days.
That back, yeah. Just get past the holiday.
A few more than a couple, I guess. But
Big Daddy's in the house.
What's
going on? Deadline barrel aged stout from Taxman. Taxman has a good brewery. Todd put me on the Taxman back in the day. You were the one that got me to check them out. Did you send me one of theirs? Compliments to Mr. Todd as well.
I think I did send you a couple of those. Big Daddy, that one was one that was for the beer festival only.
Yeah.
That one came with your tickets when you bought the beer fest, so I sent him one of those.
Yeah, that's the first time and only time I've welcomed the Taxman to my house.
Yeah, right. Glad you enjoyed that one, Big Daddy.
Yeah. Let me see here. Look like a pro. I just had this little setup, just getting got stuff going on. There's some other things I need to do, so trying to make it a fun environment.
That's actually a really good idea to pull that up when you drink a beer.
The Untapped?
Yeah.
Well, I had the thing here, and I was thinking the other day, like, well, I got a couple parts. I was going to try to hook some stuff up. Was going on. So you know what? I got 2 laptops. Actually, I got 3 laptops. One I got to open up and do some stuff with. And I was like, I got a couple monitors. Throw these together, and I got a laptop working with this monitor. I got 2 screens here, same over here behind me at the desktop with the screensaver back there, and then I got another laptop I haven't done anything with yet. So I got all kinds of stuff happening up here. Right over here, like right above me on the back thing's another camera that's on top of that. You just see the legs too. So if I want to do a back shot, I can do that as well. So just messing around, just over here throwing stuff up.
All the cameras and screens, what other kind of shit you got going on in there? Right?
Just trying to make it look like something right here. So little studio. It's my office and studio. Sounds yummy, Big Daddy. Big Daddy's always got some good stuff going. Drinking a Henderson Brewing Figo Italian style Pilsner. You know, it's not bad to have a Pilsner, especially if it starts to warm up. I think that more people are getting back into the lager scene, so I should do some more Pilsners here on the channel. Vanessa smoke a few for you. CB's like, he's always offering to smoke for people. Growing can commence next year, right? Still not in West Virginia, but kin to VA, so we'll grow there. We'll go down there once a month. Yeah. Yeah, VA's right down the road from me now, too. Nice. I was given seeds back on my birthday from cousin. So Vanessa, she's gonna be growing stuff. She got so much stuff she's always doing. She doesn't have probably a day at all where she just rests, I don't think. I mean,
I know.
She's always got something happening. And our taste change over time. That is true. They do. I know people that first had barley wines and really didn't enjoy them, and then years later really enjoyed them. So your taste will change, your palate will change. And actually, as we get older, we lose taste buds, and that's why part of the change happens and stuff. So that's why when you're a kid, things are more intense as far as sugar or sours like that, and they start to fade out as you get older. Your taste buds start to go down. So
yeah, like if in fact, which I think I may have said before, told you all before, first beer fest I ever went to, first IPA I ever had, I like poured it out. I was like, nope, can't drink that. And now IPA is one of my favorite beers, so it's like definitely changes over time.
Yeah.
And what you just get used to, also.
Right. Let's see here, girls. I got to say about taking the guns away over to the mental illness. Canada has strict gun controls, and if I was in Toronto or lockdowns afternoon because someone was carrying a rifle. Yeah. I'm not saying it doesn't happen to other stuff too. I mean, you got some people that are going to get access to things that are going to still have issues. It's just when you look at major industrialized countries that have put gun control, you've seen them down. And they were talking about it earlier today, like when we had the 10-year ban on assault rifles, mass shootings went down like 37%. And then when they let it die out, they went up 185%. So there's some correlation and numbers and stuff like that are in there, but you're not gonna. I don't think you could ever get to a zero sum where everything just stops. But
No,
you try to make it as best possible, that you can actually do. And there's any place that kids should feel safe, it's definitely school, right? And just like people should feel safe going to the grocery store, going to church, going to a synagogue. It's just, what do you do with these things? It's just unfortunate, the stuff that we have to go through and see here and hear about and read about and blah, blah, blah.
It's unfortunate that people feel the need to have to do something like that.
Yeah. But it is funny, though. One of my friends just pointed this out on Facebook a little bit earlier. As I mentioned, tomorrow they have the NRA convention in Houston, which is like, just basically an hour or two away from where this happened. Guess what you can't bring to the NRA convention?
A gun.
Right. And it's like, look, you would think if there was any place you would be able to bring one, it would be to the convention. You're like, oh, no, don't bring any here. Interesting. But I'll leave that there.
So you mean Ted Nugent doesn't have anything to say about that?
Yeah. He probably will. He probably at some point.
That's probably what he'd say. We're at a national NRA convention and we can't have a gun. What the hell? I could see him about it now.
But the problem with that, Big Daddy, is and that was something that Ted Cruz had threw out something today. If you have one entrance or one guard, but people were mentioning, you can have one entrance in, but what happens if there's a fire? What happens if there's something that goes wrong? The school runs drills. You can't everybody clogged into one type thing, possibly going in. Or I think Cruz one way in, one way out type thing. It's just you just can't have stuff like that. It's like they just had the Hugh concert came back to Cincinnati for the first time after the disaster that happened back in the 70s. And one of the things that happened in the 70s is that a lot of people died there because they couldn't get out. There's only one way out. So that's the problem. But locking all the doors would be a good start. I mean, if the door was unlocked and stuff. But watching a police interview today was just like the icing on the cake. They had no idea what they were even talking about. So it was like, geez. Committing suicide by murdering others over your own problems. Yeah. In the end, that's how it kind of came down there too. But yeah, I was trying not to get too deep into that stuff tonight. Just try to keep it a little more light. But it's hard to not have that in the back of your mind.
Right.
I mean, if I was, Ty, I know you're a parent, and people that watch some of you guys are parents. But it's just if you had a little kid there, what do you do that Tuesday night? It's kind of like. Parents I know that have friends that just wanted to hug their kids or watch them. They're watching them sleep, and it was all kind. It was just it hit everybody, And to think that was going on for 40-something minutes, and I thought about that earlier. I said, I was thinking if you close your eyes, and just for 40 minutes have nothing but just a sound going off of a gunshot, and then imagine your kid being caught in the middle of it. I don't think anybody in the country could break down, and you would break down if you didn't have kids. So to think what they had to go through in that whole situation, it's just crazy.
Jimmy Kimmel had a little spill about that and Sandy Hook and some of the others, and pretty much brought him to tears just talking about it,
Everybody I've seen that talking. I mean, dude, like I said, I don't like getting into that, but yesterday I pulled up the video where I was watching the news and they pulled up the video of the little girl that was 10 or whatever talking about stuff into the camera. You just start bawling. It's just you lose it. It's just this girl had everything in front of her life. She was upbeat, talking about stuff she wanted to do, and like that, it was over. So it hits you. It hits everybody. I mean, everybody's getting to it. It is, we've had a lot of stuff happen, going back to the different ones. And you always want to say, this one feels different. This one feels, it does feel kind of different with this one for whatever reason. Maybe because Texas is that one state where everybody's like, oh, there's that state you don't mess with Texas or whatever with that and everything, and it still happens. So I don't know. It's just defenseless kids. That's the worst thing in my mind that you could ever do. But Mick says, I'm glad Great Britain we don't have the drama of guns and the shit they bring. Yeah. Although you have had some knife stuff over there before that I know. And I remember that one guy drove a truck or tried to drive a truck over people. So people are going to try to find ways, but you can limit the amount of carnage a person might be able to do by restricting what they can get to. Seek professional medical help. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He wasn't on any medical thing to be checked for health. He did everything legally to get the guns. I mean, he didn't do anything illegal there. Nobody had him on a radar for anything.
Right.
So, emergency outdoors. Yeah, that could be, flip those. I'm trying to watch this live before they take it down. Oh, they know now. The fact that I had YouTube apologize to me for the mistake they made, I'm going to get that in a frame and put that on the wall because nobody believed me.
Did you even have to say, do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah.
I'm Rod J, damn it, I'm Rod J.
I sent the apology thing to JV and EB and all that. It is like nobody will believe. Like, yeah, they apologized for them messing up. They took blame for it. So it's like, yeah, they don't usually do that. They're just like, oh nope, we're not putting it up. That's it.
Yeah, when that happened, I was telling Shannon about it. I was like, yeah, this video got taken down when he was telling me, and she's like, that's when I was asking her, like, when she put her phone up there, I was like, do you think that was what? Maybe it was like, surely that didn't bring the whole thing down, but
no, it wasn't that. I thought maybe it was the promo because I had a promo like on Thursday nights and it had the Twitter icon and it had the Facebook icon. But they said no, it's a type of bug they got in their system right now. So I was trying to tell JV how to actually go about getting his done. He took that his with his son from a Sunday night.
Yeah, I remember him saying something. I heard
crazy.
Say something about that.
But that's any recipes for Memorial Day. Well, I'm kind of at the point now where I don't really want to cook, so recipe will be whatever restaurant we decide probably.
I think I'm gonna smoke a brisket for Sunday.
Are you?
That's what I think I'm gonna do.
Should make a video. Should get a YouTube channel, make a video so we can brisket.
And nobody would have watched that for 12 hours.
Title is Smoking Todd's Brisket. I guarantee you'll get viewers.
You want to smoke my brisket, do you?
What about you, Vanessa? You probably got something going on for a shindig. Hey, JV from Vanessa. Yes, why was your other show taken down by YouTube? The other show for JV? Well, for me, I think I told you for me, but mine came back. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? Doing okay. I think he got it. Oh, he got it back up, but he said he took it down for some reason. Hey, they took the video of me and my son. Oh, you talking about me? Yeah, my video is back up. But yours, I think, is still down. Said it was promoted violence, unreal. He was doing a video there with his son, and like, really, like.
Well, you know, JV does promote that shit a lot. I think a lot of balance there on his end, so I can see, I can see why.
I think they were hating on JV's hair. I think they were hating on his hair, probably.
But JV, if you had the curtains, they would never take that down.
No, I didn't know, Todd. The best IPA you sent me was from Nashville. Forgot the name. You remember which one was that? Mile Wide or something?
Sent him one from Southern Grist.
Ooh,
so I think it might have been, which they're Nashville. That's one I can think of.
Is Mile Wide Louisville or Nashville? I was getting confused.
Mile Wide is Louisville.
That's Louisville.
I did see them Mile Wide, but that was a peanut butter pastry.
But they got the 1 mile wide, their IPA, I can't remember the name of it. They got some different versions of it.
Which I think they may have sent down. Big Daddy, did I send you the tuck roll, which is a mile wide? It was just one I had left over. I was like, I'll just throw it in there. It was a couple months old, but they bring it out every year right at Super Bowl time.
You got to be careful saying tuck rule because PA Brew News is here now. So, cheers to you, Paul, my friend.
What's up, Paul?
Start getting him excited there.
Paul's been showing some pretty cool painting stuff here the last day or two on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. I've been seeing those and liking
good stuff,
those.
Paul. Good stuff.
Yeah, if y'all haven't checked out Paul, PA Brew News, make sure to check him out and all the good stuff he's doing there as well. But yeah, Facebook, the pages have been excellent as always. Little JV videos are, JV's videos are fun.
Oh yeah.
And for those of you that haven't checked out JV's channel, JV's Hangout, Friday night, usually he's doing the thing now 6 to, I don't know, I want to say 8 or 9, but I think he went to like 1 in the morning last week or the week before or whatever. So he's got a great hangout, bunch of people on the panel. Shit gets crazy, and so it's a fun time. I don't usually get to go on there as much. 'Cause I'm usually playing like on the gaming channel, but the cast is phenomenal. So
I've not been on there yet either, JV.
he invites anybody on that wants to come on.
No, I know. I gotta give him a hard time. You know, I give him a hard time.
No comments about sunbathing and white things. I'm sure this live stays off. Yeah, it could have been Gilbert last week. Yeah,
Possibility.
He'll stay out of the sun. YouTube needs to send you a Rod J deal apology, right? Here's a check for revenue loss, 10 cents. Thank you very much. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. Appreciate you watching. Hold on. Eric, PA, Kitty. Making my country ribs. Slay every time. So Big Dad's got the country ribs going.
Nice.
So I'm gonna say with country ribs, are you going beef ribs in? I'm definitely more of a beef ribs than a pork ribs fan, although I will eat either.
Or the country ribs could be. We always do like country ribs in a crock pot, and we do country ribs.
Is it beef ribs you usually do in a crock pot, or is it pork?
No, they're pork.
Pork.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with them. I just don't know. I feel like sometimes the beef ones I just get into a little bit more.
Yeah.
But
the beef ones are good too.
Jersey. Brisket is nice. Yeah, I've never turned down a brisket. Brisket is probably my favorite barbecue meat to enjoy. You get that nice little ring tone in there, and it's done right. And yeah, you put sauce on yours, or you just like it with the dry rub?
I'll do a dry rub, and actually, probably what I'll do, I'll probably start it Saturday night, like late Saturday night before I go to bed, and let it smoke overnight until the morning. When I get up in the morning, check the temperature. I usually don't take it off until about 160, 170, and then I'll wrap it. But I'll do like a dry rub on it. Then I'll wrap it with put like some butter in there with some like honey and some brown sugar, and then wrap it tight, and then cook it until about 205. And then once it's done with that, I take it out, wrap it in a towel, and then throw it in a cooler and let it sit for about 2 to 3 hours. And once you get it out, it's so good. It's so good. But it does take a while. It does take a while.
This is a man with a plan. I like it.
Well, now you're talking about ribs. I'm like, I got some of those too. Maybe I'm going to do ribs instead, because it's a lot quicker time on that one. But I haven't done a brisket for a while, so I'll probably do brisket.
Yeah.
I probably should record that and just throw something up there.
You should. You do a spin off to the Todd channel for my channel. So we'll give you the Jefferson moving on up.
That's what I do. I'll be like, yeah.
Oh, that'll throw some people off.
What the hell's going on here?
I'm going to get my next beer set up here for a second. Let's see here. I would for 12. Memorial Day recipe. Paul never ceases to surprise.
That's just not a Memorial Day thing for Paul, though. We already know he's lying on that one.
Oh, man. Still deciding what to make. Cornbread, cinnamon buns. Ooh,
yes,
can't go wrong with either.
Yes.
But speaking of Paul, made me think a little bit of Silence for the Lambs. Those that know Paul understand. But anyway, not really Silence of the Lambs, but more, I think it was Manhunter, the other one with Anthony Hopkins in it. But Ray Liotta died today. He was another one. That was 67. Yeah. That was a shock.
Said he was currently doing a film, or they were filming or something.
Yeah, he was down in the Dominican Republic, and I guess he died in his sleep. He was shooting a film down there or something. So that was a big surprise. But you have your favorite role from anything from Ray Liotta that he was in? For me, it's easy. So
Can't think of anything offhand, honestly. Probably, daggone it. What the hell is the name of that movie? I have to look it up now because I can't think of it. As soon as it comes across, I'll know what it is. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Let's see. Go ahead. What would you say for you?
For me, hands down, it's Goodfellas.
Yeah, that's
Goodfellas.
what I was going to say, but that wasn't what I was thinking of.
Yeah, although I will say
for sure.
I will say now, because I haven't seen it still, I'm gonna have to watch Field of Dreams because I haven't watched that movie yet, and he's in it. So
he is, yeah.
I think he's like one of the last ones that walked back into the cornstalk or something. So yeah, from when I saw the thing on the news tonight.
And see, I almost even forgot he was even in that one. And I love Field of Dreams, but
yeah,
he sounds like
that's why I'm surprised you didn't say Field of Dreams because
totally
you played
was
baseball.
in that.
I thought you were sure you were going to say Field of Dreams.
No, I was thinking Goodfellas too, but I wasn't thinking that one either. I got to think what the hell that was. It was I want to say it was in the 80s, maybe or 90s. I mean,
he was just in that Sopranos movie he was in.
What the hell was the? He was in a lot of movies I didn't even realize he was in.
Oh yeah, he is like 40 years.
Or you just kind of forget that he was in
like a 40-year career. Yeah, he was in. It was funny they showed a clip when he was in the drug movie with Johnny Depp. When Johnny Depp was cocaine runner, but they didn't mention Johnny Depp's name. They just mentioned him in the movie. But he's right there with Johnny Depp. Oh, because Johnny Depp's on trial, so they're going to say Johnny Depp.
Maybe it was Goodfellas I was thinking of, but I was thinking it was another one too.
The lobster movie with Goodfellas.
Yeah, I guess that was probably it. But I was thinking it was something else. But I guess it was Goodfellas.
As long as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Yeah, I guess it had to be Goodfellas in. But I was thinking it was a different one than not Goodfellas. But I guess that's what
it could have been another one. He was in other movies though.
I know he was, but it had to have been Goodfellas because that was about the time I was thinking of. But I was thinking it was a different like gangster type movie.
Yeah, they showed a clip. He was in Operation Dumble Drop. I never saw that, but I know a lot of kids in the 90s probably saw when he was in there. It probably was a favorite. I remember that movie being a big one for Disney.
Let's see. I just realized I didn't even know they had a Field of Dreams too.
Oh, I didn't know there was another dream?
Yeah.
Like next night's dream or something? Like Field of Dreams 2?
Wait a minute. It says it's only 3 minutes long, so that wasn't an actual movie. I was like, what the hell? I never even heard of that one.
Must have been like a Saturday Night Live skit or something. Yeah, humans doing stupid human stunts is always funny. Yeah.
Yeah, so Goodfellas would definitely be it for me too. For some reason, I was thinking it was a different movie than that one, but that one was it.
He said, "Oh wait, I think I did the show with no curves. That may be why they took it down. Otherwise, I'll make sense now." Yes, but not sure why they thought I was for the violence. Heck, those videos were from YouTube. Yeah, he was doing like the stunt videos, something like that. They thought he was promoting violence, like because they were reacting to the stunt videos.
Crazy.
That's crazy. That's the YouTube algorithm or something.
Yeah, I don't think there's any rhyme or reason with it for some of this stuff, honestly.
Big Daddy said, yeah, the Tucker Rule was good, but the other one was better.
Yeah, Tucker Rules is not bad. It's not. I don't know. It's good, but it's kind of on its own for the IPA in the IPA field.
Both welcome anytime. You both know that. Definitely. It's just usually conflicted on there, and usually when it gets so crazy and stuff, you can't even get a word in at some points. So I like to watch and just laugh at everybody. Pork. So Big Daddy's doing pork, not beef for the ribs. Got Crazy Ann in the house. What is going on? How you doing? So Crazy Ann, you haven't checked her out.
Crazy Ann.
There's a lot of Warzone. She runs with us on some of the Warzone games for Call of Duty. and have a blast. JV, cheers. There, Crazy Ann, great to see you over here. How's it going? She's over in Norway right now, so she's like 6 or 7 hours ahead of us. So thanks for spending Friday morning with us. Vanessa. Might do the bacon covered pineapple stuff with pork loin over smoker or rotisserie.
Yes.
So used to say back in the day, I'm gonna need to get a plate.
Yeah. I'm gonna start the line right here.
Yeah. Do people still do that? Like, they go to picnics or barbecues, they get a plate to take home with them, or that's just like some areas do that? Like,
oh, I'm sure that
Yeah.
I know people that would go to like Texas Roadhouse and they'll get like a take-home box just to put all the rolls and shit in and take them home. I'm like,
no one's guilty of that. Like, older people
supposed to do that, but two, like, what are you doing?
not that we're the youngest people, but older people, you'll see like in their 70s or whatever, they go there and they'll be like, oh, you get some extra rolls, and then they'll get the box to go right after, and they're just putting all the rolls they just got right into it. It's like,
now, I'm not gonna say I haven't taken like some of the extra ones left over, but I don't get a whole nother basket.
oh, they get a whole new basket.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, just to take home with me.
I've seen some people wipe out like the equal and the sweet and lows at place. Like, really? Like, you just don't, like, I guess it costs a lot when you buy at the store, but I mean, old people, they rack it up. But I'm like, you know what? You live your life, take what you want, you know?
I know people that do that at Red Lobster too and take home the cheddar biscuits or whatever. I'm like,
yeah, the cheddar biscuits are pretty good. I mean,
they are good.
I'm not going to ask for a whole new thing, but if I got some left on the table, they're going in the box.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at both those places, if there's some left over, they're definitely going home. But I'm not ordering like a whole new thing of it just to dump in my box and take home.
Right. But that does sound very good, Vanessa. Hey, and Eric's in the house. What up, Eric? Happy Thursday to
What's
you.
up, Eric?
JV, hang on. I'm doing good. And you? I do have pork spare ribs I can do as well. Yeah, pork spare ribs can definitely work. Big Daddy Hay from and having a New Holland Dragon's Milk triple match. Oh, I do. Oh my!
I'm jealous, Eric. I'm jealous.
I did have extra beers. I forgot I got like Dragon's Milk. I got a 4-pack of their new one they came out with last time. I still got like 3 left. I could have cracked one of those open.
I haven't got that one yet. I need to get that one.
It's tasty. Just chilling. Glad tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, and I get off an hour and a half early tomorrow, which I'm happy about. And Monday we're off. So, and the next Wednesday we got to shoot down to DC for a little bit. Kylie's home.
That's what I thought too. I was getting ready to hit the mute, but she ain't coming in yet.
So I'm going to try to check out a beer store that I saw in DC. I'll try to shoot a vlog going to the beer store down there next Wednesday. So stay tuned for that, everybody.
Nice.
Ann, are you following me, LOL? Oh, my goodness. Ann is stalking Mick. Don't get Mick all excited now.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Trez? Happy
What's up,
Thursday,
Trez?
homie. Cheers. Of course, Mick. Erie's in the house. Oh, my God, I'm late. Yeah, well, imagine that. You're late. That never happens.
I don't know. What's up, Barry?
Yeah.
She's too busy shooting fools on COD.
Well, yes, he's over there kicking some ass. We are missing an important someone. Where is he? Where is the big man? The new shaven big man. Hey, Erie, hit her Crazy Aunt. How are you tonight? Nick T, what's up? Good. I've just been playing a little COD and you. COD's always in play. The Killer. Goodfellas is one of the top 10 movies for me. I think Goodfellas is right up there. It's I always want to say like top 10, but there's so many different movies that are out there that you see. But it's definitely one. You know, I kind of rate a movie about how many times I'll watch the movie if it's on, if I get stuck watching it. And
Yes.
Goodfellas is one of those things. If I flip through a channel and I start watching Goodfellas, I'm pretty much hooked into the end. So yeah, I would say that's definitely one of the top movies for sure. I can't believe Alan saved a beaver and shaved his beard. He saved his beard, yeah, and his head. Because he's just all. I told him don't put a turtleneck on. Someone will think you're deodorant. So
Deodorant.
Hey, Erie from Vanessa. Hey, Nick and everybody. CV, Erie. CV, how you doing? Everybody's so friendly. It's already grown back, man. Yeah, he does some chia pet beard.
Chia.
Avoiding schoolwork that's due in a few hours. Oh, Erie, or you just don't want to get it done right now. You just need a break. You got too much happening. You're always going in a different direction, doing different things. JV, cheers. Smoke a few for Fifi. JV, heck yeah, my friend. CB. Well, he should have posted how I cut it. First looked like a genie. Oh, you should take a picture of that. You know, we could have all used that on our YouTube channels and all over the place if you'd have done a picture of EB as a genie.
Genie in a bottle.
Blow. That's the movie. I couldn't think of the name. It was Blow with Ray Liotta and Johnny Depp. Great movie. Crazy Ann. Hi, girl. Cheers. Sin City. Sin City was good. Ray Liotta was in that one too. Yeah. The movie Blows with Johnny is amazing. Yeah, Johnny Depp. That's what I'm saying. On the news, they had this scene with him and Johnny Depp in it, but they didn't mention Johnny. I guess because of the trial taking place, you know. Although I heard they're trying to kick Amber Heard out of Aquaman 2 and replace her, which I didn't even know Amber Heard, that was her in Aquaman. Trez, Smoking Aces was the bomb, but let's face it, Smoking Aces, Alicia Keys. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah. Enough said.
Oh my god, yeah, I still watch that song. But Leota's, that was all really a good cast they put together for that. But seeing the first time Alicia Keys acted in it, and, like, you need some more roles. Not much here. Just watching these two guys talk about movies they can't remember who was in it or any name of it. You know? I thought you were watching because of the curtains, JV.
Don't let him laugh. You know he is.
Todd looking up 3-minute movies. Well, those are usually different types of movies. Was Leota in John Q? I've never saw John Q. I know Leota was on Denzel movie.
John
Yeah,
Q
yeah.
is a good one.
Yeah.
It's Denzel, but I don't remember his Ray Liotta in that one. I don't remember if he is.
And take 10 to 20 comments and they see comments, so we go back to the shows. Yeah, that's how it works. We have fluent conversations, Erie, and then it takes a while to get to the comments. If you're reading all the comments at the same exact time, then what kind of convo are you having? Copland was Sly. Yeah. 3-minute movies sound like the Mary porn. Hey, Trez. Heck, I know it's my show, and I barely get to talk. Well, you got a few talkers on your show, JV, usually, so you don't usually get a chance to get a word in.
John Q, yeah, that is a good one.
Which that's far you get to sit back and relax. Vanessa Howard, the llamas, llama. Hey, gang, cheers and Trez. Speaking of cheers, I need to crack open another beer. So I am going to now get into the Frubilis. So this is one that I picked up at one of the local stores here. This is from Deciduous Brewing Company. So let me pull that one up.
Yeah, I'm going to crack open another one as well.
I got to find out which one it is here because it's a different flavor. Brand new flavor in your ear. Brand new flavor. Brand new flavor in your ear. This one. Oh, you sons of bitches. You're not telling me which flavor it is. Let's see what shows me here. Oh, you know what? I've actually got a list of my beers when I think about it. Cool thing about Untappd is you can actually keep lists. So when you buy beers, you can put them in your list. And then you just go back and get them. I forgot about that. I have 116 beers on my list right now. Somewhere laying around the house. Why am I not finding this one here? It's gotta be down here a little bit more.
I hope they still have I hope they have the one that Eric's having right now in about 6 weeks because we'll be up in Michigan, up in Holland.
Well, you can get that in a lot of other places too.
I haven't seen it around here.
Dang. Oh, this is the strawberry, raspberry, blueberry. All right. Got a lot of stuff happening with that one.
Yeah. Everything but the kitchen sink.
Here we go. Scrolling down. Ooh. Oh, maybe I should have saved this for a review. All right. So this one here, Frivolous Strawberry, Raspberry, Blueberry, Deciduous Brewing Company, 5.5% ABV, 4.3 average rating. So which on Untappd is actually considered to be pretty good. Heavily fruited sour ale with strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry. And pretty good sour, good mix of flavors. Fizzled up hard. Had to wait for it to settle, someone said. Delicious. Tastes great, but a bit too chunky for my liking. Chunky but funky. Super thick. It's so much blueberry. I love it. Thanks, Meg. Meg must have got her hooked up. This is really good. I don't get much strawberry, but tons of blueberry and raspberry. Super thick as always. Nice and sweet and tart. Some decent comments on this right here. I have no idea what this was that, but it was good. I don't know what you call this, but it was good. So it sounds like we might be okay with this one here.
So what's the overall rating there? 4.3? Is that
4.3.
Nice.
Have I had any friends that have had this one?
Looks like it. Maybe.
Let's see here.
4? Is it 4 friends?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Okay. Or no, it's
for monthly.
That's
That
monthly.
checked it in.
That's monthly, yeah.
I've had one friend, and she said, "Where's my money?" She gave it a 3.75. I don't know what the "where's my money" supposed to mean.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah. But yeah, so let's go ahead and crack this open. Oh yeah, that magical sound that you love to hear. Oh yeah, get the nice sour pour. Oh, this is like pouring like a milkshake. Milkshake, bring all the boys in the yard. What? Tastes better than yours. What? Tastes better than yours. Tastes better than y'all's. Got a little purple rain. Purple rain.
Ooh,
Let me,
nice color.
Let me shrink this down here.
And where are they out of?
They are out of Deciduous. Deciduous. Oh, that could be a song right there.
Throw some beats.
Newmarket, New Hampshire. New Hampshire.
There you go.
So that's up Vanessa's way. Out of New Hampshire. And it's got it looks weirder on camera than it actually is, but it's got a purple tint to it.
I was going to say, it looks really thick.
Oh, it looks thick. Oh my God.
Uh-oh, sounds worthy of the rating.
Oh man.
Smacking, lip smacking.
Oh shoot. This is some good shit right here. Thick. It's definitely thick. It's like drinking a milkshake. Get a nice feel of the berries. Getting the blueberry, getting the strawberry. A little bit of a raspberry. You could chug the shit out of this. Great sour, not overly tart. Very smooth. It's like a smoothie. It's a beer fucking smoothie is what it is. But it's like more of a smoothie than like say 450 North or something like that. It's just
I was going to say, is it kind of like
melted.
Is it kind of like the 450 smoothie that we all like so much that Eric was kind of like, not so much.
It's even more smoother than that, though.
More than that one? Oh, wow. Nice.
Mm. It tastes like when I used to lift weights, like a protein shake with that smoothness of it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But it's alcohol and it's fruity and it's got a nice little sweetness, a little bit of that sour tartness. I mean, damn, this shit is good.
Damn.
Put that on the review. Damn, this shit
Damn,
is
this
good.
shit's good. Enough said.
I should have done a review on that one, but I may go back and pick up another one. I think I got a deal on that. I think it was like $3.99.
Rajay deal somewhere?
I don't know what it used. I think it was like $2 off. It was like $3.99 a can or something. So I think they were trying to get rid of them. But yeah, that's we'll give it a Rajay alert there. But my thing ain't working right now. Anyway, it's a good deal. Yeah, technology. What are you gonna do?
Here's what I'm gonna crack open. Which, when I picked it up, I was like, doesn't give you the style of beer on the can at all. Is that not weird?
Well, some don't. Some don't give you the style on there, just like they don't give you the ABV or the date sometimes.
So it's West 6. I knew it was barrel aged because it says bourbon barrel.
Oh, I've seen that one. I was wondering what that was going to taste like.
With vanilla. I don't know. I just picked it up yesterday, so we're about to find out together. 10.5% ABV. You know, because we go small here.
Yeah.
but it's a brown ale, so I had no idea when I bought it. I just like, okay, brownies, vanilla. Yes, I'll try that. I don't care. It's West 6. They're good. So I had to look it up.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, it's a brown ale. I was like, I had no idea. Of course, we got one here in Louisville too. So, which is a very cool brewery.
What's the official name of that one?
Bourbon barrel brownie with vanilla. I got it up there if you need to see it. Oh, it's aged in Bullet bourbon barrels.
Yes, I remember Bullet. Yes. 10.5 ABV on that one?
Yep.
Nice. So here's the one that we're looking at, folks, that Todd is actually drinking. Average rated 4.21. So they liked it. The people liked it.
People have spoken.
An Imperial brown ale reminiscent of milky, dark, and fudgy brownie treats infused with Kentucky bourbon and a touch of vanilla. Ding, 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 ding. Whole vanilla beans and cacao nibs were added to round out this delicious brownie treat. Hops, Magnum. Oh, they're big hops. Get it? Yeah. Malt.
Go home.
Malt, Tuturo, Munich C80, Cara Brown chocolate, flaked oats. So you should have some creaminess in there as well. Yeast is house. Other bourbon barrel aged, cacao nibs, and vanilla added. Tasting those big, sweet, and intense with malt character of chocolate, caramel, and molasses. I had molasses earlier. You got molasses now. Chocolate desserts to pair with, or vanilla ice cream. Ooh, put vanilla ice cream into the
pour that. Yeah, just pour it over.
Vanessa be all over that one. Yeah. Let's see any comments that we have on here. Trying to scroll through. Come on, give me some comments. Sweet chocolate and a hint of bourbon. Everybody's just putting things in there. They're not saying much.
They're not saying anything. Come on.
Rich, perfect for you. I don't know if you're saying you're calling someone rich and saying it's perfect for them, or you're saying rich perfect for you.
Right.
Like, you know, if your name is Rich, it's perfect for you. Oh gosh, people, we gotta talk more.
No, what the hell? No comments.
It is social media.
Just gonna rate it.
Malty chocolate, really good. So shout out there. And see if I had any friends that I should have some friends that have actually had this one. So let's see if they said anything. With it being out in that area. Yeah, here we go. Glad they are starting the can barrel aged beers. Maybe their Brownie wines will be next. Doesn't really tell me much about the beer there, but appreciate you, Robert. Well, my friends aren't saying much either, but it's a 3, 4 and a quarter there. So the other ones didn't even rate it there. But there you go. You can't win everything, that's for sure.
Yeah, right.
Just asking for a little help from the people. Can not help from the people?
Let's pour us a bad boy and see what we get.
He's going to pour it. I need to make a pour song. That's all you can do. While he is pouring, let's see. Crazy Ann has said it was 3:30 in the morning, which is now 3:52 in the morning. JV said, "Yikes!" Ann doesn't sleep. She's a vampire. She sleeps during the day. Hope you're doing well tonight. Trent said, "Erie, hey Erie, the cool, doing awesome. Same to you." Give out, take away. Oh my God, it sounds so good. Oh, it is good here. You would like this one, I'm sure. I know Alan would freaking love this one here. It's so smooth. New Hampshire, yep, just north of you. Go ahead.
So I've had 3 friends check it in, and they, on average, give it a 4.42.
Oh, look at the higher echelon friends.
Of course, 3 of the 5 check-ins were the same person, but he gave it a 4.5. The other one gave it a 4.5, and the other one gave it a 4.25. So that's what brought it down just a tad. Definitely get the chocolate aroma to it for sure. Brownie, yes, I guess you could. Yeah, I mean, that's what they call it, so I could see that.
Todd's getting that pro forma cup in the glass too. He's got it down. That's how you taste it.
Little bit of the bourbon presence. Not much vanilla on that though, so I'm hoping to get a little more vanilla in the taste. Yeah,
I do definitely get vanilla from a good bourbon barrel.
Definitely get some of the barrel presence though for sure on the nose.
Like you get some oakiness, woodiness.
A little bit, not a ton. No, I get really like the brownie flavor, smell. The chocolate of it kind of is more overpowering than anything, really. No, I mean that's not a bad thing. Get a nice little darkness, of course, brown ale. Get the kind of a brown ale texture, although it does seem a little bit darker than a normal brown ale. But
you know when you say darkness, you gotta say it like Charlie Murphy on here. Darkness.
Let's see.
Like Dave Chappelle did.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That might be hands down maybe one of the best brown ales I've ever tasted.
Oh, wow. One of the best.
Yeah. That is, like, it's not, get just enough of the taste of the bourbon barrel in it, but it's not overpowering. And for 10.5%, you don't feel anything. Like, you would not even notice 10.5% if you didn't see it on the can. It's get some of the chocolatey, a little bit of vanilla does kick in. If I didn't see it and know ahead of time that it says vanilla, I don't know that I would necessarily pull it out per se, but
it's more like just a hint of vanilla.
Yeah, just kind of like, hey, I'm here. I'm off in the background, but I am here. But just not much.
It's like the shy girl at the party.
But yeah, I'm here in the corner just in case. I'll still be here when everybody else leaves. And, It's very good. It's nice. If you can get this one, well, you probably can't get it there in Baltimore now though, but might have to try to save one back for you.
Yeah, when I come back up there in August, may have to,
Or I can just save one and send it out to you. Since you got the other half connection now.
Yeah, other half. Yeah, I need to go get some other half beers. Yeah.
You'll be missing some of your old home brews, so I can send it out your way now. So.
Yeah, I actually had characters.
We can actually make some trades that'll make some sense instead of getting the same shit that we both can get anyway.
I had Carrick and Spirits reach out to me. They're over in Cincinnati, and they do beer, they do distillery. They also do some seltzer stuff. They got a bourbon barrel aged. They're like, oh, we want you to check this out. See, and it's like, oh man, I moved to Baltimore and stuff like that and everything. And they're like, let us know when you're back up here. We want to see about you, picking up some so you can check it. Like, I'll be back in August. I'll be over. Don't just hold it for
nice.
me.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a pretty cool spot. I don't know if you've ever been over there, but it's on the side, like down from 50 North. I don't know if or 50 West, rather. I don't know if you've been to 50 West off of Kellogg Avenue, down from where the Coney Island is, the other way.
I've had. Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
I've had 50 West, but I've never been there.
Yeah, 50 West is pretty cool brewery. It does well in the summer because they got like volleyball courts and all. People do the paddling from the Ohio River out of there. And
okay.
a lot of summer activities.
Well, it sounds like when you guys come back in town, you need to hit us up and we'll just drive up 71 and hit a few spots or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah, they try to give me these company folks. I'm like, hey, I'm only in town for a few days. I gotta really do the company thing. Like,
right. Yeah, exactly.
I know you guys brought me back in for these meetings, but I'm like, I got other shit to do while I'm in town.
Got more important things like
more important things.
Breweries go see. Yeah.
I gotta fly Southwest for the first time. I've never flown Southwest, so I set up my ticket. It's interesting because you can't book your seat ahead of time, I guess. Like Delta, you can, as soon as you get a ticket, you can choose a seat you want to be in, and it's
Southwest is just open sesame.
Like, what the fuck is this? Like, so I got to go back in there. I'm just going to upgrade to first class or something. But I'm like, I am not sitting by the shitter in the back. That's not going to end up happening.
Unless your name's Clark.
Right. Do not want to be back there.
Southwest is okay, and they're not. I mean, for a let's say commodity, but mid-range, price range for tickets.
Yeah, it was the lowest tickets in the straight shot. Because Southwest flies out of Baltimore a lot, so we got a straight shot to Cincinnati, which is great. But yeah, it was just the first time I'm flying with them, so I'm not worried about that. It's just kind of weird when I was like, "Where do you choose your seat?" And it's like, "Oh, you don't choose it yet."
No, it's just open sesame. First come, first serve. Pretty much, unless they've changed it, but doesn't sound like they have.
Let me see here. So I got it sound so good. Oh, you got that one, I think, here. And yeah, this one is really good. I'm about finished with it already. And I miss Brenner. What the fuck? Yeah, Eric was here for a second. I don't know if Eric is still here or not. He might be on Warzone now. Just poured a mile wide, frivolous ideation pastry stout, peanut butter chocolate vanilla. Wow, tasty. Thanks, Todd. Nice.
Yeah, that's the other peanut butter mile wide one I sent you.
Mile wide does some good stuff, so can't go wrong.
And that one was a brewery only release that I stopped after work one day and picked up. So that was the last can I had. So I was like, I'm gonna send it out his way because I knew you liked the peanut butter stuff. So
llamas are doing well. Farms sold most of last year's babies. Are you getting the duck eggs now, Vanessa, or are you still waiting for those? She gets the ducks there too, like the eggs. Dude, I'm working multiple jobs at work right now. I'm trying to do schoolwork. It's overwhelming. No time to even love the animals or bullshit. Yeah, you're doing dispatch and stuff now too with work. So yeah, they got you all moving around. Well, you know what it is. That's why they call it work and not fun. That one extra letter. I lie and bullshit, but yeah. So yeah, I don't see you putting up as much Facebook, but you still get your Facebook time in.
She's still posting people swinging around outside of her window at work.
Yeah, true. On to the next beer, Le Trou, the Diablo, Le Saison, the Tractor, American style Saison. I'm going to just throw this out there. I don't think we have an American style Saison. If I want to call bullshit on a beer style, I'm going to say it's probably one of them because
maybe
we have an American style Saison. Be like, oh, it tastes like shit. It tastes all American. Yeah. Your mom Erie, y'all need a twin. Yeah. Copland and Narc. Oh, I forgot about Narc. Narc was another good one that Ray Liotta was in. Blake talks and everyone hits mute, right? Everybody gets a Shut Up Blake shirt. So flying off the shelves. I don't even know who Blake is, but shut up.
Shut up, Blake.
People walking around Walmart like, who the hell is Shut Up Blake? Who's Blake? Oh, yeah. Yep, CV and maid, taxi, and hell with mechanic and repair. hair lady. Oh yeah, she does it all. Hey Vanessa, I think she's trying to be a little Vanessa. She's becoming a mini Vanessa, doing all the stuff she's doing. I got fresh socks and a new sway bar links installed just as COVID hit. Nice. I had flat this morning, so this weekend we'll be getting that fixed. New brakes, rotors, blah. No, replace the heat element in the dryer through the weekend. We spent doing boring stuff. But she changed her alternator out, so Erie's got some skills. 70 miles to New Hampshire from. Yeah, well, you might see this brewery then. I would definitely check them out if you want to get some sour ale. Deciduous. I feel like it's a Rihanna song. Deciduous.
I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
Rihanna, if you do that song, you owe me money. Just saying. Looks chewable. It does have a chewable type quality to it. I mean, it's just like, for me, it's easy to say. It reminds me of doing protein shakes when I was lifting weights. It has that body to it, that thickness. I think one weekend I'm going to get a beer and wait for a Link as a guest. I thought you were waiting for Zima to come back. Come on here.
Oh, God.
Thank God to never bring Zima back again. I'm with Eric. It looked like some thick shit. It was thick. Uh-oh. Make some nice smoothies. Get these, put a smoothie with beer now. Oh, I think you can take some fruit and stuff in that and make a smoothie out of it. What up, EB in the house? Cheers, homie.
EB,
you didn't like this one. I know you like the sour ales, and this baby was thick, and it was a big old smoothie with alcohol.
It looked pretty tasty, that's for damn sure.
Hello to EB from Ann. And what up, Vanessa? I wonder if it tastes like Kentucky, like the Kentucky bourbon beer. I'm thinking Todd's is probably better than Kentucky because that's the Alltech. It's a Kentucky bourbon beer.
Oh, yeah.
West 6 out of Lexington is pretty solid.
This is way better than that one.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the Alltech stuff, really.
To see B. Gilbert says Charlie Murphy was hilarious. Yeah, he was hilarious. I mean, that's another one lost too soon, right? You know, him and Dave Chappelle in there. Hey, what's up, Mark? Cheers. Happy Thursday to have you in, homie.
What's up, Mark?
Cheers, fellas. We got Skip. Where you been, son?
Skip.
It's been out for a while. Good to have you back. How is life up there in the northern part of North America? Vanessa Kitty, I love them. Yes, cheers, fellas. Yeah, so welcome back to everybody there. So I finally got caught up on comments for one thing. I'm going to crack open another beer in a second.
A little golf clap for you.
Get a little golf clap.
Where's Double D at? Get the golf clap going.
I'm going to crack open another beer. But before I do, I figured we get a word from our sponsor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, is Rick there, please?
Yes, it is.
There have been many times you and I have gone round and round, and we've bled the same blood in the same muds. But this time it's all about business, Jack.
Let's do it.
You and I, Friday night, Daddy, at the Fulton County Stadium. The Great American Bear. Dusty rides on the edge of a lightning bolt with a silver saddle, Daddy. Now you come on down there with your limousine and your horsemen. Bring your A-game. Yeah, is Rick there, please?
This is.
It's time for you to meet your maker in the American dream. Dusty Rhodes is up for the challenge.
I think the American dream's barking up the wrong tree.
We'll see if your blood is as red as mine, Mr. Flares.
We will find out indeed, sir.
That's right, Friday night in Flint. You a yellow dog. You hung your phone up on me.
May I take a message?
Yes. Tell him this is Big Dust, the American dream.
Big Dust, the American dream?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a friend of his?
More of a nemesis, I guess you could say.
Are you Bob Klepak's friend?
I do not know who this Klepak fella is. All I know is that the other night, when Rick hit me from behind, I saw where the line was drawn, and now... Friday night at Starcade! Myself! Hey! Where did you go, baby dog? That bicycle! He's got a bicycle!
Got to pay those bills to get the words in from the sponsors. You know what I'm saying? So,
Just about.
you know, it's funny. That last part talking about the bicycle. So this weekend they showed a video on like Entertainment Tonight or whatever show it was, and you know you get these crash and grab type things where people trying to steal stuff at the jewelry store. When they go in and they bust them out.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
They did one store and they fought back on it, which was great. The people fought back, and then the last person coming in, they're coming in with a chair. It's like, she got a chair. She got a chair.
From the top rope. I thought I saw something that Ric Flair was going to wrestle again for the last time.
Yeah, he's wrestling
73 or something like that.
Him and Hulk Hogan and somebody else are taking on. I think someone's in the Rock and Roll Express. Like, it's about the old man's match.
It's the seniors. Yeah, the senior event.
Jesus. Oh, my back's out.
Yeah.
Gerald Tall laying down there. Yeah. Oh, man. Them Gators got to be tired by now. Gilbert, only one way to fix a flat tire, keep out of air to the sidewall zippers and a tire blows on the highway. Wakes you right up. Oh, wish you were beer. Cheers. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for swinging in. Yeah, this is our Thursday night thing that we get down and Wish You Were Beer show. I'm going to get together with their crew, I think, to get them on here. But they do a great podcast. So if you haven't checked out podcasts, you're in a podcast, check out Wish You Were Beer show. So they have some great things they're actually doing as well. But there's a damn Todd. I think the peanut butter beers you sent me are better than the ones I sent you. Awesome. So Big Daddy is appreciative of the peanut butter beers. I think Shannon was trying to get Todd's attention there. But that's all right, because I'm going to crack open another beer.
Wait, what'd you say, Rod? I'm sorry. Shannon.
Oh, no, I said Shannon was trying to get your attention.
You know, she was asking me, doing some cleaning out some closets and shit. So she's wondering if I had anybody at work that had grandkids. She got a pack in place she wants to get rid of. So
that's nice for her to give them away. So I'm going to actually crack open another beer here, and this is going to be a look at higher vibrations, not good vibrations, not Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, but higher vibrations. This is a triple IPA, which technically a triple doesn't really exist either, but it is what it is. 10.2% ABV, and this is actually out of Berlin, Maryland, Burley Oak Brewing. So let me pull that one up and see what I've got here. I drank that smoothie real quick. That was really good. That was really, really, really good. Yeah, I may have to go back this weekend and get some more of those. You know, the good thing is about that sour, you don't have the acidic feel like you do with some sours.
So not overpowering on the...
Right. So the Burley Oak, higher vibrations, 10.2% ABV, 27 IBU. We're doing all right tonight as far as the beer ratings. This one is at a 4.18. So
yeah.
we leveled our game up for tonight. Triple IPA, hopped with Wamiya and Azaka, and finish off with a blast of Big Secret and Galaxy. We talked about Galaxy earlier. You know the Galaxy. That was for good measure. Waves of stone fruit, clementine peel, and sticky terpenes vibrate through the palate of each sip. Oh yeah, baby. I'm gonna start talking like Dusty Rhodes myself. Let's see comments on this one here. Anybody talk about it. Ooh, yeah. Not too sweet, more lighter and easier drinking than most triples. Pretty sweet, literally, but also nicely hopped characteristics. I say sticky is accurate. Oh, get the sticky, icky. Let's see here. Oh, my scroll bar scrolled on me. What else we got down here? Anybody else? Bueller, a little flat. What? Not an ordinary.
Bueller.
A little boozy, a little sweet. Enjoyable for sure. All right. We need mild music again. Not sure what that has to do with it, but okay. let's see here. Any friends? Anybody I know that drank this? Oh, we do have some friends that pop up. All right. Look at this.
The Beer
The
Patrol.
Beer Patrol. Check this one out. Let's see what Joe had to say. I really dig the fruit character, and the mouthfeel is fantastic, but a slight hop burn knocks it down a bit for me. Thanks. 21090s. A 21090 something in Canada.
There you go.
A hop burn.
Would you give it a 4?
Give it a 4 out of 5. You know Joe can't handle no hot burn. He can't handle that shit. So, yeah. At hazy pint. That's all you got? Wow, so smooth for a triple. That's what one of my other friends said. Crazy good, dank, thick, and juicy. You would never know this was 10%. Stoked to see this on draft in Crofton. Straight out of Crofton. Higher vibration. It's not often that I say that. You really didn't say anything, Tina. I don't know what you're saying. It's not often that I say that. But anyway, that's what I'm looking at here. Triple IPA. Let's crack it open, get it into the glass, see what it do. Do. Not do, but do. Oh, yeah, baby. All right, gonna check this one out. And we'll take that down. And here's a look at the higher vibrations. It's got higher vibrations.
Looks dark in the picture there, though.
This one, it's definitely dark. It is darker. It is darker.
Oh, it is?
Top.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a deeper golden yellow type color to it. More like maybe like a bronze type color. Oh, we get the hops though. I do pick up the Galaxy coming out real easy. Citrusy, tropical. Definitely get some orange. Grapefruit. This would be not really too far off that Galaxy High you got somewhat on the nose. We get a lot of common characteristics there, taste-wise. Well, it's got a thick body to it as well. Not like sour thick, but it's got a thickness. Get nice mouth coating, mouth feel. Tropical citrus, little pineapple in there, splash of it. Not too much of an astringency or anything, pretty smooth. Carbonation toned down a little bit. A little bit of kind of a mango type feel too. Not much of a hop burn for me on it though, but I know some people will use that thing. They'll say like
pretty solid though,
suntan lotion or something like that type feel. Which I don't know who's drinking suntan lotion, but I understand it. Which is a weird thing about craft beer. People say crazy shit, and you'll understand what they mean.
I understand that because I've said that before. I don't think it's like the taste.
I think it's because of the aroma.
It's the smell of what you might taste like. Yeah.
No, it's pretty smooth. It's pretty decent. Not the best triple I've had. Like if I put this like against some of the Hop Butcher ones, the Hop Butcher one's definitely a little bit more better for me. But I like the smoothness of it. I like the body of it. I like the flavoring of it. The duration of the flavor is nice. This one you could take your time with, not have to rush through or anything like that to keep getting the flavor going. Easily you can sit it down and kick back and enjoy it. So overall, it's pretty solid. Gilbert said, is Saison really a style? Even in Belgium, these Saison brewers are so different. Yeah, I mean, it's a farmhouse style, so it is a style, but I just kind of think, like, in America, I feel like we don't really have that as much. I mean, it wasn't like in France or whatever when it was like, you know, they came up with the style and the workers when they would drink there on their break or whatever. Like,
wasn't it kind of like came about because it was an infected, like, yeast strain or something, or like the beer itself got infected and made it kind of a funky taste to it or something?
I think it might have been
something along those lines anyway.
I don't know if it got affected. It might have been something with that region, but I know that when it came out, it was like farmhouse, basically workers that were on farms. And they wanted something to drink because you didn't drink I guess, water as much because of some of the pollutants and stuff you had back then.
Right, yeah.
So they wanted something, but they wanted something lighter. So all their farmhands were, ooh, out in the middle of the field drunk and stuff, ain't that, not getting shit done. And that's how it kind of came along. So it's funny, like over time, like when people used to drink beer during their work duties, nowadays, that's all frowned upon. Like, I want to have a beer at work. Oh, well, I can have a beer at work. Like, the whole world was built by people that drank at work. The Egyptians got paid in beer when they built the damn pyramids, and nobody can still figure out how they did it. They were drunk. That's why you can't figure it out. They were drunk when they built the pyramids.
So I remember, like, so my dad worked at Ford, at the Ford plant and retired from there before he passed away. So I remember, like, when he still worked there on his vacations, if I was out of school or whatever on the Fridays, like, let's go over. I'm gonna go pick my check up. You want to go? I'm like, sure, I'll ride with you. And he'd stop. We'd go there at lunchtime just because he knew, like, the guys he worked with would be out there at lunchtime drinking beer at lunch in the van. He'd be like, we'll have a couple of beers with him. Of course, I wasn't old enough then, but I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, we do this pretty much every day. Just have a beer or two at lunchtime. I was like, well, no wonder Ford has so many damn recalls all the time. Everybody's so drunk all the time. Can't figure out where the parts go.
But if it's Miller Lite or Bud Light, does it really count?
No, right.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It's like Miller Lite. So, yeah, right. It's like, okay, so it's just above water, basically.
Now, if you're having a couple old Mickeys on a beer day, I got some questions for you. You might be a little off there. Oh, I've got like 4 extra bolts. I don't know where they go.
Right. Oops. Oh, well.
I guess we don't need them. Somebody's like Gilbert driving down the road, the tire goes out. Oh, that's the guy that was drunk that was working on your car when you put it together. So, yeah.
But it's funny. We always thought he's like, he'll go drink a couple beers, but he'd stop and pick up some burgers or something, take over. He's like, just drop off some, let him have some burgers or something for lunch. Like, that's cool, It was nice of you.
Well, what do we say? We're going to run through some beer news here. Talk some of the hot topics of the week. Yeah, baby, we're high tech now.
Stepping up.
We have no idea. We just throwing shit out there. But anyway, in the beer news, so Miller Lite, speaking of Miller Lite has come up with a Miller Lite infused charcoal because what else do people look for in the summer besides Miller Lite infused charcoal? So it's called beer coal, which is coated with Miller Lite concentrate, and allegedly it will release the flavors of the beer with set a flame in the grill. So you want to cook with a flame that smells like Miller Lite. I don't know who's looking for that aroma out there.
When I first saw that, I was thinking, Miller Lite's coming out with a charcoal flavored beer. It's like it's probably better than the original.
This tastes like ash.
I was like, so they're actually putting some flavor into it now. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not sure who's asking to get a Miller Lite charcoal, but for all you know, maybe it was Brenner, maybe it was Eric. He's a Miller Lite fan. Maybe he's looking for the charcoal.
If I'm doing macros, I drink Miller Lite too, so I can't say much on that. Which is why I was like, Miller Lite infused charcoal. I was like, I thought it was like Miller Lite, tasting like charcoal. It's like, okay, that's kind of weird, but whatever.
Well, we know Shannon likes Miller Lite, so she might want to get some for the brisket. She might get what's in that Miller Lite charcoal for when you make that. So yeah. So it's released in select areas, I guess. But if you see it out there, Miller Lite charcoal, check it out.
I mean, I guess if we were like doing some brats or something, that'd be pretty decent. Because I do like soak.
Yeah, I mean, like a ball game or something.
Whatever, No, I mean, not at the game, but when I'm at home,
Yeah, I mean, it could work.
Sausages or brats or something, and do them like in beer, mostly Miller Lite, because I'm not gonna waste the good stuff on that. But
yeah, right. Well, as craft beer drinkers, and we drink all kinds of beers. Well, you drink more craft beer than anything. We'll drink about anything in the world. I'm not sure I would drink this here. So Singapore is selling beer made from recycled sewage water to help alleviate the water scarcity crisis. Now, the water is cleaned. It goes through all the treatment plant. I just, in the back of the mind, knowing that it's sewage. I mean, technically, you do have a piss beer now that you can drink.
You know, the sad thing is, it says Singapore there, but the next town over from where we live, they have bad water problems, and their tap water comes out like a black, rusty-looking colored water. And they swear
That's not good.
No, and they swear up and down it's fine, like it's drinkable. It just doesn't look good. I'm like, why would you want to drink something that looks like that? Like I ain't trusting none of that. I'm going to buy. And they still to this day, like now they're going through I think they got it passed where they can revamp all that to where they won't have any problems. Like, but they say it's like 100% good. But I'm like, I'm not. I mean, if the water looks like this, I ain't drinking it. I don't care if you say it's good or not. I ain't drinking that shit. And people complain about like got to do laundry and that stuff. So what do we do with like our whites and shit? Like we can't wash clothes in that water like that. I don't care if it's good or not. Like I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I'm no chemical engineer, but I did take chemistry.
Right.
My H2O never looked like that. Just
Exactly.
Just saying.
Yeah.
That'd
Your
be a pass for
pH
me.
or something. It ain't right. Something ain't right there.
I'm like, y'all used to live in Flint, maybe? Like, you think this is how it's supposed to look? Because it's not. It's not. It's not. Harpoon Brewery up in the north, they'll be opening up a new beer garden up in the Mercantile Center in downtown Worcester. That is Worcester, which is funny because
Worcester, Mass.
most people will look at it and say Worcester, or they I don't know how they get to Worcester. I grew up in New Jersey, so I kind of know it as Worcester.
Right.
But if you're like a foreigner and you're trying to learn the American language, that does not help you out at all. You're just like, what? Like,
I
know people get confused to Arkansas and Kansas because they're like, oh, Arkansas? No, it's Arkansas. But that's Kansas.
What? Yeah.
You call that Kansas. Shouldn't it be Arkansas? No, it's Arkansas. Oh.
I used to have a customer. They lived in Worcester, Mass.
Worcester, Mass.
It's like, that's not Worcester. What do you mean that's Worcester? That's how you say it. It's like, that's how we say it here in Boston. Worcester, Mass.
You get in your car and you go down to Worcester.
Exactly. Get in the car, drive downtown. What do you mean? It's Worcester. Okay.
Close the door. What are you doing? Close the door. Get in the car. Love you, Boston. Love you, Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I missed the one I wanted to do. No, I didn't. Okay. So Wellington Brewery and Ginger Goat House, Goat Hot Sauce, Ginger Goat Hot Sauce. They released Raked Over Twice IPA. So this is a one-of-a-kind spicy IPA brewed with ginger, pineapple, and a generous dose of Carolina Reaper hot peppers, 6.9% ABV. And I believe this is in Canada. So I'm going to say Eric Gilbert should test this out for us.
Oh, yes. Actually, that sounds...
I would give it a try.
I would like to try that one. I would like to try it.
I would go with it. It's supposed to have a spice kick to it, of course, but I would definitely give it a try.
If it's Carolina Reaper, it should have a kick to it for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like the ginger pineapple would kind of give it a little bit of the, not so much ginger, but the pineapple would give it sort of a sweet.
Yeah. I mean,
heat kind of thing.
When I brewed beer, one of the beers I made was the Serrano pepper, but I did it with blackberries, and the blackberries offset some of the Serrano. So I can see where you're saying with the pineapple and kind of stuff, you would cut it a little bit.
Yeah.
So
when you did that, did you dry hop, kind of dry hop the pepper, or do it like in the
No,
mash?
I did it all in the mash and stuff. So all that stuff we put in there. Yeah.
I wonder
it was good too.
I wonder if it would be more spicy hot if you did it like a dry, kind of like a dry hopping, but with the pepper instead. You know, kind of like
that you're not cooking some of that flavor
right,
out, boiling some of it out.
Cut it open and just kind of let it sit as you're,
That might, if you dry hop the hops and put them in late edition, you get that extra feel. So maybe.
Yeah.
Now I had one beer one time, it was a Serrano one. I can't remember who made it. One of the breweries. That shit was hot. Like they may have dry hopped it on their end, but it was definitely got the pepper kick. Now I had the one from Ballast Point. They had I want to say habanero sculpin, and they actually had some heat there. That was actually had a little bit of heat too.
Yeah.
Which habaneros I'm usually fine with, but that one kind of got you in the throat a little bit. Got a little scratchiness. So Heineken is set to close Edinburgh's most famous brewery, which Gilbert, I know from there, they get a lot of stuff coming from England up there. Caledonian Brewery, the last major brewery in Edinburgh, Scotland, has been producing beer since 1869.
Oh, damn.
They're trying to do some different things to try to save it if they can, but it's just not it's losing money for Heineken, and they want to shut it down. So, I mean, corporate life, you're about the dollars if you can't produce. So it would suck from the history of that one there. I never had anything from them, but over there, they're pretty well known as being, an historical trademark, landmark, whatever you want to call it there.
Especially something for that long ago.
Yeah. And for us in the States, Spencer Brewery, which was founded by the monks of St. Joseph Abbey in 2014, is the only Trappist brewery we have in the country, and they're actually going to be closing that one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They have pretty much called it quits on that one. And I think that had to do with some of the stuff from them maybe not getting as much in as they thought they were going to get in, or they had to do some different things in the revamping of the church and stuff. But if you happen to see any out there from them, I would say pick it up now while you can, because they will be going away. And they have a great history of having some good beers there too. So definitely worth giving a try. Oh, let's see here. Dogs are
where were they? Where are they out of? Or where?
I think
Massachusetts.
I think it's Massachusetts. It's Massachusetts. I think up where Vanessa is. I think it's Massachusetts or Connecticut. It's one of the northeastern states, but I think it's Mass.
That's what I was thinking too. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. Lakefront Brewery. They're going to release their first gluten-free barrel-aged beer. Not sure how they're pulling this off. Imperial Margarita Style Ale, 11% ABV. The beer has lime and orange flavors, meld with vanilla and cedar notes. I will tell you, I'm intrigued to see what that actually tastes like, and they might be Canada as well. But it's interesting because I never thought about a gluten-free being able to barrel age at some point, And the gluten-free I've had before haven't been all that great. I've had a couple that were okay. Right. But it'd be interesting to try this one in their base version. People seem to like. So just something out there.
Barrel aged and 11%. Sign me up. I'll go for it.
Yeah. So gluten. That's one of those things. Like since the 2000s, people started worrying about. Like we never had that back in the day. Like gluten.
Yeah. Right.
What gluten was. Is that something you put in Jello? Because Jello's good. But that's when Bill Cosby could talk about Jello. He can't do that anymore. So different time.
I can't have gluten. We'll just rub some dirt on it. You'll be fine.
Maybe that's why Bill Cosby made those faces with the jelly, because he knew something was in it.
You may be.
So back in my old stomping grounds of Cincinnati, which is not too far from Todd, Moeller Brew Barn is to now take over Rivertown. So I don't know if you knew or not, Rivertown shut down in Cincinnati. And so Moeller is coming down to actually take them over. Oh, wow. And to bring their brews to Cincinnati. So a lot of people are pumped about that. And I think I mentioned last week, but they now have 400 breweries in Ohio, which is awesome. So this will be a new one that Cincinnati, you'll have distribution probably from them too.
I liked a few of the offerings that I've had from Rivertown. They were good. I didn't know they closed.
I had mixed bags with them. Randy, that I know, who ran Wooden Cask, he used to be their lead brewer and founder with them over there, co-founder, before he split off to do Wooden Cask, which Wooden Cask does some fantastic.
Wooden Cask,
some of their stuff,
was good.
I felt like when he left, it kind of teetered a little bit, because I think he did a lot of that stuff with them, and they were putting stuff out, but it weren't as great. So, nothing bad words about Rivertown. I just felt like it was a big change maker, and then they kind of can never get back to where they were.
No, I totally get that, because we had a brewery here that was doing some fantastic stuff. Then their lead brewer went on his own and opened up his own brewery. And the brewery he was at, it's kind of like, it's okay, but it's not nearly what it was.
Lose something there, yeah.
But now the place that he opened on his own is like, it's one of probably the better breweries in Louisville, probably, honestly.
No. And then, of course, we had Modern Times that were basically struggling. They shut down like 4 of their 8 different spots. But Maui Brewing, who you actually get, I know Jungle Gyms, you get them.
No, we can get a couple of Maui here.
Yeah. So Maui's looking to put in a bid to buy Modern Times beer. So you might have some of that stuff still out there. I don't know if they're going to change the title into Maui or but they're going to keep them under the Modern Times name. But there might be on a little bit of a lifeline going out to those guys.
But I was able actually to get a couple of Modern Times stuff here also as well.
Yeah. Modern Times has good traction. A lot of people like Modern Times. Modern Times ran into a couple problems, I think, with a couple
They were out
situations
of
that happened. California.
San Diego or something, maybe, or somewhere. Yeah.
I think they kind of ran into some bad transgressions as well out there, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but I believe so. But, and
I feel like sometimes, a lot of times, those also is like they try to distribute too much or get too big, and then it's just kind of like
that causes an issue too.
Yeah.
So Collective Arts, which if you haven't had a Collective Arts beer and you like sour ales, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know what you're doing in your life because you're missing out. You want to get some Collective Arts if you can. I think they're out of Canada too, I believe. But they're releasing an apricot, however you say that, vanilla sorbet, sour, 6.5 ABV, loaded with tons of real apricot puree and just a touch of vanilla. Sour, they say, has a serious smoothie vibe. So I just had a nice smoothie beer here. I'd be interested to check that one out as well.
I don't think I've ever had a sour that they were involved in. It's been mostly mostly stouts from Collective Arts.
They also do the IPAs as well, but I've had some sours that were pretty decent.
But their stouts are crazy and unbelievably good.
I think the first Collective Arts I had was actually one that Joe sent me because he's right on the border there with Canada. So, Boston Beer Company again. This is like I should just change this to Canadian news for tonight because this is in Canada.
No kidding.
And it kind of sucks. I would love to check this out. So, Boston Beer Company introduces Teapot, a new line of cannabis-infused iced teas to launch in select Canadian provinces. So, for Gilbert up there and our friend Middlefrew, who's not here tonight, but he usually pops in, and the Canadian guy, Skip Bayless, you're going to have this possibly in your market. And that could be something interesting to check out as well. So with Canada, I'm surprised it's taking this long because they did this like 2 years ago, I think, making it possible up there. And I'm still surprised Lagunitas hasn't done more up there on some of their stuff. But THC, cannabis infused, could be interesting. Going back to Cincinnati. So Urban Artifact. So if you don't know Urban Artifact, I'm talking a lot about sours tonight. Urban Artifact in Cincinnati's basically the best sours brewery.
Oh yeah.
And across the country, they're getting that same type of title as well. So they released what they're calling the most expensive alcohol. So there's a new beer they released called Astronaut Food. It's made with over 1,000 pounds of freeze-dried blackberries and blueberries. And for those that don't know Urban Artifact, they use actual real fruit and all the different stuff they do. This one clocks in with a cost of over $11.11 a barrel. So $1,111 a barrel. To put that in perspective, the average beer is $75 per barrel. The average wine is $500 a barrel. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's all right. No, $100 a barrel for your average wine. And most of your spirits, the average is $500 a barrel. They're at $11.11. So I don't know what the cost of this is going to be. It's a 15% ABV beer. But believe me when I say Urban Artifact is for real. The stuff they produce, their beers are freaking phenomenal and delicious. But you will pay up for them. And for some of their beers, I would say it's definitely worth it to pay up for. They do a great job there. On the channel, I have videos where I've been there before at the brewery doing stuff. And they're one of the ones I do miss being here in Baltimore because I don't see them down here as of yet.
I'm glad we do get distribution here with them now. So probably not as good as the stuff that you get from the brewery, but distro stuff seems to be really good.
Well, you probably get like Gyroscope and Pinwheel and some of their other stuff probably.
We get a lot of different selections here actually. Seems like every time the brewery or the liquor store gets something in, it's something different every time. Now
I will say here I do get Jackie O's, which is awesome. So I get them at active sales. So Jackie O's always does some pretty good stuff. Then I haven't seen anything like Rheingeist or Mad Tree or Urban Artifact. Hopefully I'll see more stuff. But Jackie O's is probably the one I've seen the most of around this area. I'm trying to think if I see anybody out of Columbus or anywhere else, but I don't think I actually have. So, and then finally in beer news, so Third Space Brewing, they plan to launch a new beer this year in the hopes of raising funds and awareness for domestic violence prevention, which is one of the cool things I like about the craft beer community because they're involved in a lot of social type initiatives. So
Always for a good cause,
yeah.
usually.
So 1 in 4 is the name of the beer. It is being released to recognize that 1 in 4 women, and actually they even put in there 1 in 9 men face domestic violence in the country. So it's a way for them to actually bring attention to that and for them to, share some funds to help the groups that are actually fighting out that and everything.
Nice.
So nice for them for actually putting something together. So that's kind of the stuff that makes it fun about being part of the community when you're seeing stuff like this. And, you choose stuff with your dollars, and some people will choose to help them out because they're doing those things. So shout out to them for doing that. But that
Kudos.
is, but that is the beer news for the week. All right.
I'm going to grab me another beer and run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. And we'll check the comments here while Todd's running around. He's running. Ford fucking old rebuilt Dodge. Well, Ford in the States fix or repair daily, right? Or what's the other one? Found on Road Dead, I think is another one they use for an acronym. We still drink beer on construction sites, Daddy says, right? Some things you don't need to change. Some things just keep rolling with it. Don't change it up. Rice syrup covered charcoal. Yeah, I'm not sure how they came up with the idea or why they came up with the idea, but apparently they saw a market in play where they could actually do Miller Lite charcoal. Interesting. When is it my turn to get beer? I drop the IPAs. The European guys will drink them, but they always grimace. Yeah. No, they're not ready for it yet. I mean, you got to get the palate developed. They're not ready for that. They got to work their way up. They're more the Pilsner. You drink them a nice little lager. They're good to go in that regard. Maybe get them a rock beer or a Schwartz beer, something along those lines. And they'll probably appreciate that a little bit more. You got to build them up. You can't just drop an IPA like a bomb on them because they're from Europe. They're not ready for it yet. They still like their classic lager styles. Already had his son. Gilbert already had the one that was spicy. He said, damn spicy. So he had that spicy beer that I mentioned.
Nice.
I'll have to keep an eye out for it. I do have one spot, I think, that does get beers from Canada.
I could try that one for sure.
He's now drinking a Der Hirschbrew Doppelhirsch Doppelbock. Nice. Never a wrong time for Doppelbock in my book. We all should buy Caledonian. Yeah. See, I know Gilbert was probably familiar with them. And I heard the name before, but the history does go back. And it's a shame that, I guess time catches up with everything at some point for the most part. But they're an older brewery, and we like to see them get through it all. We're kind of a landmark. Also had the raked over with habanero, really good one. Gilbert's already had these ones. Look at Big Dog.
Yeah, he's on top of it.
He's already out here enjoying these beers. Joe used to do the Canadian Brew News. He did probably because he's right there in Buffalo.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
he's like 10 minutes or whatever off the border. So yeah, he got the Canadian Beer News there. Surprised he didn't do one side of him and then Nick on the other side. Kind of competing back and forth. So him and Maxwell Star. But this one is it's pretty decent. I'm liking it. Again, this was another one that was like to check out. I think it was. They had a price on it, but I think this one was only like $4.99 or something for the can. But again, it was like usually $6.99 or something.
I'm gonna kill our rating for the night, Rod.
Who we got here? Who's Todd got? Let's see what Todd got. Oh, Todd's bringing out the Jenny Cream Ale. You know what? If Joe was here, he would love that.
This is the first time I've ever had it.
So Todd is finally having the Jenny Cream Ale for the first time. So we'll take a look here.
Because I can't get it here in Indiana. But since I work right down the street from a Total Wine, I happen to, every time I go someplace where I can get it, I never think about it. But I
Well,
went
this-
yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna get it if I can find it, and I found the 12-pack. I was like, I'm getting it because I'm gonna try it.
Well, this is definitely the lowest rated one tonight that we've done.
Right? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
an average rating of a 3 even. The goal was simple: a beer with the flavor of an ale and the smoothness of a lager. That's how Genesee Cream Ale, the brainchild of this brewery, became an American original. Today, every batch of cream ale is skillfully brewed to achieve its sweet character and remarkably creamy white head worthy of its name. Let's see here as I scroll down through any comment. Average. Well, it's funny because our friend Average Joe does like it. Light, clean, smooth, and rather sweet with quite a creamy mouthfeel. I wanted to try this American Classic for a while. I was very happy to find a single finally. So that's like you there. You were trying to get it for a while. Yeah. Memories of New York. Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty decent, especially for the price.
Yeah. Apparently, somebody else, a construction worker, love work beers. Are you drinking that at work there, Mike? What's going on, son?
I mean, I guess you could, yeah.
Well, yeah. I guess it depends on what I always say there's always time, but I mean, it does depend on what you're doing as well, you know.
I mean, I could put this up there with drinking like just the Miller Lite.
Oh, yeah,
As
definitely.
an all day long, but it's 5.1, which is almost a full % higher than that. So
Let's
with
see,
better flavor and texture to it. I mean, it's light, but yeah, it's not bad.
Let's see what some of the friends said about it. Hockey, go Sabres. So apparently, Donnie was at the hockey game when he was enjoying his cream ale, as you can see against the glass. All those frat parties are flashing before my eyes. Do you ever forget the good frat parties from back in the day? I know I don't.
No.
Oh, look at this. Zach's giving a nice little breakdown. Nose is mild to say the least, with the body being significantly more timid. There's mild orange blossom and fruit notes on the back end, but overall, this is just a simple, down and dirty cream ale, not pretending to be something it isn't. Very crushable. I can appreciate that review there.
That is a really good review right there.
Yeah,
that is a really good review.
That is a really good one there. Then we come down to Dan.
That's
Dan
pretty
says,
spot on, really, actually. I was Dan.
Dan says, God bless America. Which we see Joe was actually there as a tag friend, too.
Right, yeah, this Dan that does those, he used to get all the other half stuff, I think, from him or something, or other beers or whatever.
Very neutral beer, nothing longer outstanding. Probably a good beer for a hot day, filled with hard work. I can see that as being a lawnmower beer. Let me see here.
I mean, I could, for what it is, it's a pretty solid beer, actually.
Yeah. And then I see, amazingly, this is my first time having this. It ain't bad. Curious lager-like with a dominant grassy overtone, a bitter reminiscent of peculiar cucumbers. I'd buy a 6 as research. So some pretty good stuff there for some of the friends there on the beer. What do you think of it now?
I mean, for what it is, like, you can't go into it thinking you're getting a tree house or other half or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's not that. It is what it is. It's a cream ale, but it is a very good cream ale, I think. To be honest with you, like, I'd easily give it probably like a 3.75.
Oh shit!
Maybe 3.5, 3.75, or somewhere in between. But
yeah,
for a 12-pack for $8 and some change for 5.1%, hell yeah, sign me up. I'd drink them.
Yeah.
I would take this every day, all day over Miller Lite, Bud Light, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Does it blow me away? No. Is it good? It is a solid drinkable beer. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't turn it down.
Nice.
So I'm glad to actually think about it when I went over somewhere to think about getting them where I could get them and saw them for, like I said, I think it was $8.
Yeah.
It was either $8.49 or $8.99 for a 12-pack. So
that's not bad at all.
Less than $1 a can. So it's like, okay. Sure, sign me up. And that's not bad. I would take it.
I'm going to actually share a picture here because Big Daddy sent me this picture, and it's not fair for me to only be the only one hungry right now. So
is that it, the ribs?
These are the Big Daddy's country ribs.
He texted
that shit.
me a little bit ago.
Take that shit in. Take that shit in. Now you're gonna be hungry all night long thinking about having some ribs. Thanks, Big Daddy. I appreciate that. That was like,
and that's sweet baby Ray's on sweet baby. Is that what it is? Sweet baby Ray's. Yeah.
Sweet baby Ray's. Yeah. Like I told
Barbecue
Vanessa.
Sauce.
Like I told Vanessa, I'm gonna need a plate.
Right.
No, those look really good, homie. Definitely. Thanks for sharing those. Yeah, those are.
Now I'm hungry.
I was pardon me, may I have some more ribs? Yeah, we're dreaming about ribs tonight. Those look really damn good. We got
ribs, please.
Let me take a look here at the comments. Gilbert said Caledonian shillings down were outstanding, but they did disappear. Guys, oh shit! Eclipse is in the house. What is going on, my friend? It's been a long time. I was just thinking about you the other day, wondering how you're doing out there in Washington. Cheers. Welcome back. And Eclipse, if you haven't checked out his channel, I don't know if you're still putting stuff out. I got to catch up on things, but he does some great stuff brewing. He actually sent me some of his home brews. And let me tell you, he could be a brewer at a lot of breweries out here right now. He does some great stuff there.
Nice.
For that price point, the top 5 pick in the cellar. Yeah. And then Joe was going to New York and Ontario cream ale pair off. There's a lot of solid cream ales in Ontario. Is there? Okay.
All right.
Well, Joe, for the longest time, talking to him about cream ale, he was telling me I got to try the Genesee. I finally did try the Genesee. I have a review there on the channel somewhere, but it was decent. We have Warp Wing out of Dayton, Ohio. They do a cream ale, Ermel's cream ale, which is okay as well. But honestly, the Genesee cream ale, I think I like better than that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. It's like, if you don't go into it thinking you're getting something, like a top-notch whatever. I mean, cream ale is not, to me, it's not in that category anyway. It is kind of what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good cream ale, I think. I mean,
yeah,
I would put it up there with, like, Sun King's cream ale.
Sun King has a good cream ale.
And they do have a good cream ale, and that's a good one, too. And Shannon really likes that one. So when I poured that one today, I was thinking, so I got the cans mixed up. Which I was just grabbing. I just saw the green, and I was like, this doesn't taste like a cream ale. So I was here trying this. She's like, oh, this is terrible. She's like, it's totally not IPA. I was like, I think it's supposed to be, because I thought I had the cream ale. I was like, it's supposed to be a cream ale, but it could be hoppy. I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah.
But no, that guy was like, no, it's the Mad Tree. I was like, it's totally.
Yeah,
but this is pretty
good
good though. Yeah, this is pretty good though. I'd put it up there with the Sun King.
Yeah, it's a good one. Let me see. And let me see here. Oh, okay, I already got that one there. But yeah, well, hopefully, what time is it? 10:49. Yeah, so we did the beer news. We had some good beers. We're having some good beers. I'm just chilling. I'm like, kind of what we're talking about now. Usually, I got Shannon to fill in time.
I know, right?
I don't have Shannon as a filler.
She's not a fill-in. She's just talk about it all. Like, you can't get any word in edgewise.
I feel like there's a gap in the space with Shannon not being here. So yeah,
just echoes. That's totally true.
Yeah, but I do have to catch up for the Mayans for this week. I haven't caught up on the Mayans yet. Speaking of that,
I haven't watched any of this season at all yet.
Oh my God! This is the week they start going against the Sons of Anarchy.
Oh,
too.
okay,
So,
okay.
I got to catch up on that, and I don't know. I'm hoping. I don't know what the day is in June, but Peaky Blinders is in the American version on June. So in the UK, Peaky Blinders already ran, so I had to avoid all the spoilers that were taking place. But hopefully, I can get season 6 now. And you still haven't watched Peaky Blinders, have you?
No, haven't watched
Oh
it
my
yet.
God! You need
I know.
to watch.
I think that's what we're gonna start next. Is watch that one.
That's one of the best shows that are out. I mean, Peaky Blinders is pretty fucking tight. It's tight.
Well, you said that. Her brother said that. Like everybody I know, it's watched. It's like, well, you gotta watch it. It's like, okay, yeah, I know. I Just haven't yet.
It's like one of those shows too. It's kind of like you watch some shows and it's like, you say, that sounds really cool. Like, I watch that show. It's like, I want to talk in the English tongue. Like you just the way they do everything.
I want the twang in my voice a little bit. It just sounds better.
It just pulls you in. I mean, Peaky Blinders is the shit. So it's funny because Mick T sent me a hat from over in the UK, and I'm going to watch that watching Peaky Blinders. So because it reminds me of that. Sent me one of the flat lids and authentic hat.
The Peaky Blinders is out now. They're doing a different version of it.
No, season 6.
Oh, just the season.
Yeah. So the last season was either before or right after COVID. It was like a couple years or so. And so we didn't know if it was over or not. And then they had season 6 come out in the UK like in January, I guess. But now we get it like later on. It's like BBC gets stuff like my wife watches Doctor Who still. So they'll get it 6 months before we actually see it here.
Right.
And
Okay,
so,
I gotcha.
But two of my favorite shows right now that aren't like in American shows are like Peaky Blinders and Gangs of London. Probably two of my favorite shows overall.
I've heard that was really good too. I haven't seen that yet either.
And the guy from Gangs of London, that's the lead there, kind of came off of Peaky Blinders. So, So those are I put them up there like with Snowfall and all that. It's like,
Nice.
So it's kind of like I'm looking forward to that, and I still got to finish. What was the other one? Raised by Wolves. I got to finish the last 2 episodes of that from this last season.
We haven't even started the second season on that one yet.
Yeah, and apparently Stranger Things came back, which
that's what I was going to say. I was like, how can you have like those kids like they're like twice as big as they were the last time it was on? Like, how's this going to work? I'm not even sure how that's going to work.
I don't even know if I watched the last season, like season 3. I'm like, did I even watch seasons? I don't even know where I'm at right now. It's been so long. So
I think we watched half of it.
Yeah. Now, one series that's coming back now that caught people off guard is Black Mirror. So
Shannon might watch that one. I'm not sure.
They got season 6.
I watched a couple episodes of it.
Oh, okay.
That's the one. That's the one with the different episodes.
Yeah, she said she watched a couple. Is that the one that said like watch like the 3rd episode of the first?
The pig.
About the pig.
Yeah. But when I watched it, I think the pig was the first episode. So I don't know.
The first one. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But every episode
that might be. Yeah. Might be.
But they brought that back for a new thing as well. So I don't have time to watch all these shows as much. It seems. JT says, "What is up? Bada bing! Cheers, homie. Good to see you." Yeah, so we talked about Ray Liotta dying earlier, but also one of the founders of Depeche Mode actually died too. He was only 60. So, it's that time when people start.
It just means we're getting older. That's all that means.
You start losing people from our generation on stuff like
I know.
A little bit. They're older than we are, but it was still kind of like watching them on TV or listening to music and stuff. And it's like, you start getting to the other side, so it's interesting. But you haven't watched Atlanta, have you at all?
No, I haven't.
That's an interesting show too.
I've seen the previews and I just haven't watched it yet, but it looks like it'd be pretty good though.
The writing and stuff is phenomenal, and some of the perspectives they share on there are pretty cool and stuff too.
So. I mean, it's won some awards and stuff, right?
Oh yeah. Also, what today? Alan White, drummer of Yes. I didn't know Alan White died today.
Coming 3, so who's going to be the next one?
Well, I guess I am officially owner of a Lonely Heart. So yeah, that's part of the generation. That's part of our generation that are just Yet Keith Richards is still rocking and rolling
somehow.
Like somebody get Keith Richards' jeans, bottle him up, get him out to everybody, because if there's a human cockroach, it's gonna probably be him, because he's gonna live forever. He's not gonna die. He's like. Nuclear bomb. What else you got?
You throw Ozzy Osbourne in that category too. It's like, he's never gonna die. He looks like he should have been dead like 20 years ago. But.
Yeah. Well, he had a hard life with some of the stuff he was going through for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which makes it even seem more impossible. Like, how are you still alive?
Now I got Owner of a Lonely Heart stuck in my head after I said that. Owner of a Lonely Heart. When I was in high school in the late 70s, I fucking loved Yes. Yeah. I remember Yes was one of the, I'm going to say early on bigger bands that I saw like on MTV. Like there was Yes, There was Duran,
Yeah.
Thompson Twins,
Oh, Thompson Twins.
Robert Plant. Just a lot of the acts you saw, and they were like one of the ones you saw on Madness, Men at Work. I just saw Men at Work is still
Oh,
touring.
Man
I'm
at
like,
Work.
how
Are
are
they really?
them fuckers like?
No shit. Were they in
Yeah.
the 80s? It's like the senior tour.
Who can it be knocking at my door? Motherfucker's the nursing home. That's who's knocking at your door. What the hell are you doing out here? You need to get back to the bed.
It's death. He's looking for you. He's come knocking. Can't avoid him no more. What are you
That
doing?
didn't sound bad, but I remember as a kid, like, what is wrong with his eye? Like, because his one eye was always, yeah. I was like, who can it be knocking at my door? Go away. Come out here no more. Yeah. Kids today will never know MTV like we knew it, like in the 80s.
No.
When it came
Like
out.
MTV had videos? What do you mean?
It's like they used to have Saturday night concerts. I remember seeing the Thompson Twins do a concert Saturday night, and
Oh yeah.
other groups perform. And we had I remember when LL did the what was the Sunday night show with the band? It was
Oh.
what was it called? Kurt Cobain did it as well. Unplugged.
Oh yeah, there you go. I was thinking
remember
it was
that.
like I was thinking of the what was the heavy metal.
Oh, you're talking about the Headbangers Ball.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's what came to mind at first.
When they did the Unplugged, and it was like
Unplugged,
LL killed it with the band.
Unplugged
there.
was huge. That was a big thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was, yeah. And Club MTV with Downtown Julie Brown.
She still does some serious.
Oh, does she really?
Yeah, she's like I can't think of what channel she's on, but she does. I'll turn it over sometimes and happen to catch like the top 20 of like whatever 1984, whatever year it was, you know. And she's like the DJ for that or whatever, and plays like the top hits of whatever. It's like, okay, I see you downtown.
Julie Brown. I remember Julie Brown. Was it Ricky? I was it Ricky Rat or whatever. Ricky
Rat. Yes.
That did the Headbangers.
Yep.
Of course, you had Ed Lover and Dr. Dre after Fab Five Freddy for the Yo TV raps.
Yep.
Then you had Martha. I can't remember Martha's last name, but she was one of the VJs as well.
Oh, what the hell was her? Oh, I can see what. Oh.
I remember the dude Adam with the big hair, the blonde dude with the big hair. He was doing one of them.
What the hell was her name? Martha. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't think what her last name was.
Kurt Loder. I think Kurt Loder. He hung the longest out of anybody.
Oh,
he was like fucking Keenan on Saturday Night Live. Like, you got to fire me. I ain't going nowhere.
He's like, now I'm a permanent staple. You can't get rid of me.
Kurt's still the news. He's like 70 years old, and the kids are like, "You're still here." Kurt's like, "I got it in my contract."
What was her name? That's gonna drive me nuts. Now I gotta look it up.
Oh man, we still live? Heck yeah!
Martha Quinn.
Martha Quinn, yes. I remember, she's cute.
She's not bad looking still though.
No. And I can remember in college when they had the first Real World. When they did the first one, yeah. That's when they were in New York when they did the first one. It was like Heather and the one guy who ended up
was that Puck or whatever that was on?
No, that was later on.
Was that later? Okay.
Yeah, it was
that was
I can't remember his name now, but he became a big writer like for one of the magazines and stuff. He got kicked out the house. Kevin, I can't remember his last name now.
Yeah. I watched all those for a long time.
Yeah, the Road Rules came down the line, but when they first did Real World, that was kind of crazy watching that. But just to come home from school, whatever, you flip it on, and here's the videos and stuff that you're watching from your performance. And I remember like Michael Jackson when he did Billie Jean, and it was like everybody was ready to watch. Like 8:00 tonight, Michael Jackson exclusive, Billie Jean real release, and I remember everybody wanted to be in the house at 8:00.
Yeah,
see the video
there to watch it. Yeah,
and this fucker was like, it was not Billie Jean, it was Thriller because it was like 14 minutes long.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like
Vincent
it was,
Price. Yeah.
it was like a mini movie, and people were all over it back then.
But I feel like Billie Jean too was kind of
Well,
a
Billie
big
Jean
thing
was
because
huge
that
as
was like
well.
the moonwalk and everything when
Yeah.
when he did that. So
And then Beat It. You get Eddie Van Halen playing guitar from it and Beat It too. Van Halen, they were big on MTV too. I don't even know how many times I don't even know how many times I watched the Ice Cream Man video, but I liked it as a kid. Oh, that's Ice Cream Man. Hot for Teacher. Hot for Teacher.
Hot for Teacher, yeah.
You got it, man. I got it. Yeah. That and White Snake, right? Like White Snake, I watched that a few times. Tawny Katane.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Here I go again on my own.
That was one that definitely didn't age well, though.
Yeah, no.
You're like, no, I want the video girl of her, not the present day.
Yeah.
Give me the old Tawny. I don't want the new one.
Oh man. Yeah.
The good old days. The good old days.
MTV was something back in the day. It was like you
I used
made
to
it
love-
on MTV, you knew you were big. Like, yeah.
I used to love when they had like the whole week of like spring break. And they were always down in Florida somewhere for spring break and did the, live on scene. They had all the game shows and shit with all the spring breakers and stuff. I was like, oh, it was great.
Yeah,
that was good. That was good stuff.
One of my bosses, she's in a different role now in our company, but she was actually on the spring break back in like the early 90s. She was one of the contestants on there and stuff.
Oh, really?
We put up a video one time, yeah. Which was funny.
That's pretty cool.
Well, spring break, spring break in the 80s in Florida was kind of crazy. It was like those spring break movies we saw on TV as kids. Like, that'll never happen. And you're like, oh, shit, that really does happen. Like, yeah.
Damn it.
Once you pass 60, the clock is ticking, Gilbert says. Is that what it is? At 60, starts ticking. Tonight we saw Bell and Sebastian at concert and 8-piece chamber pop band from Scotland. Oh, pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
I had a Goose Island neon beer, hugs at the show, 14 for a 20 ounce can. Well, they get you at those shows for sure. Just like sporting events, you're going to pay up. Yeah. Now I'm drinking another Goose Island beer, Summertime, Tasty Kolsch.
There you go.
This was $7.99 for a 6-pack. It all worked out in the end.
There you go.
You can never go wrong with a nice little Kolsch too to just kick
Ebb and flow.
Yeah. The true drummer of Yes, Bill Bruford. Bruford is great, but he was in King Crimson 5 times longer than he was in Yes. Oh. True, but Bruford was a founding member of Yes. So get a little music knowledge, music trivia. So one of the things JV does, and I don't know if you did it this week or not, JV, but I know you've done it on past Wednesdays. He does this battle of the bands type thing. So check out JV on Wednesday nights. Like they did the best bands, and I think that one was the best bands not from America. Like they had the European stuff. They have different things that he's coming up with. But it's interesting going back and hearing people's opinions and views on who did what and what they thought. So that was kind of cool. And sooner or later, I could get on one of those shows and stuff. But
need to jump on JV's hangout sometime.
Yeah, JV's that great. Exactly.
If I'm invited, anyway, it is.
JV should be on. JV's one of those channels like Joey from Square Table Degenerates just hit 1,000 this past week. So congrats to him for actually hitting the 1,000 subscriber mark. But JV should also be on 1,000. He has such good stuff that he does there. It's pure entertainment. I mean, so he gets a great cast of people together and they have a blast and everybody has a great time. The Beatles always, the Beatles. Blake he's upset because the Beatles lost to Queen in the round. So, but I mean, I feel like closer to, for me growing up, like hearing some of the Queen stuff than the Beatles. Although I like some of the Beatles stuff. I mean, Queen is just like, for me, after our generation a little more. As a kid, I used to love like the Eleanor Rigby song and Help and all that kind of stuff. But I would say
Beatles have their place, but I'm with you. Like Queen's like more. Yeah. I don't know. I would say top notch above them, but I guess it is kind of a generational thing. I would think.
Yeah, I mean, it's you look at what they did. Me to Coming of Age was the game album, so Another One Bites the Dust was Hughes and Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Don't Try Suicide, all kind of stuff, and that kind of rap. I still got that on vinyl here, that album, and it's just they just resonated more. Although, like I said, I like some of the Beatles stuff, but Queen and then the whole Bohemian Rhapsody is just like
I mean,
that's pretty much an opera on a record right there. That's just,
Beatles didn't have no Freddie. They had no singer like Freddie though.
no. But some of the stuff that Lennon did, writing some of the stuff that he did for the Beatles, got some great lyrics there. I mean, Imagine is still one of my favorite songs to listen to.
Oh yeah. No, I mean it's kind of depends on the mood of what kind of music you want to listen to, because it's definitely different. So I mean, you can't say per se, you can't really say one's better than the other.
Yeah,
it's just like what you're in the mood for or what you like. You know what I mean? Like they're both great.
It's like comparing.
It's just what you choose.
Compare Miller Lite to the other half. It's not a fair competition. It's not a fair competition.
True.
You got to keep stuff in their lane. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right. Stay in your lane.
Always been of the opinion the best music at any given time is rarely the most popular music. Huh. I mean, I don't know.
Yes.
The problem you have with the most popular music is it controlled by the stations stuff that play the music. So it may not be popular because a lot of people don't hear that music, and it could be good stuff. It's kind of like
it could be the best music at that point in time.
Yeah.
But it may not over 10, 15, 20 years be the best music. Like you can pick out artists now, like back then it was really good. But over time, it's probably even gotten better or even more popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
to
me, that's like greatness.
Yeah.
If it's still stand still of time or whatever,
If it stands still the test of time, that's the big thing. Yeah. Because popular music is popular, but it doesn't mean it's the greatest. I mean, it's just
popular in this time.
Like you're not going to put like Britney Spears, "Oops, I Did It Again" up against Another One Bites the Dust on that. Another One Bites the Dust is clearly a better song.
Right.
But Britney would have sold a lot more records from the popularity and the little catchiness of it all.
Right.
So, yeah. Trez, it looks like Dow's about to go down. I haven't even been watching the game there on those behind me, but I figured Golden State was going to put away. I mean, after they lost that series to Cleveland that time, 3-1, they're like, put them away early. Don't even mess around. I guess LeBron lost them back that year. Yeah.
Get it over with quick.
52. I'll put 50 down that Yoko would beat the Beatles on there. Really? Yoko? Breaking up the band again? Yeah. Breaking up the band again? That Yoko. You know why Stevie Nicks broke up the Fleetwood Mac and stuff, because she was a little vixen as well. But, yeah. Who's going to see Top Gun tomorrow? Wish I could go. Oh, it's sold out. I didn't realize Maverick came out tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw it was coming out tomorrow.
So Top Gun is another one of those movies I haven't fully seen to sit there and watch it as a movie, but I've seen I've seen all the different parts of it enough to piece it all together. Like, I've seen like parts when he's doing stuff and the whole Righteous Brothers scene and the volleyball scene and all his other scenes and he's flying and when Anthony Edwards fails to get out of the cockpit. I've seen all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like I had the whole movie, but I never sat in the full 2 hours together to watch it.
From beginning to end.
But Maverick could be kind of interesting. It's getting some pretty good reviews on it. So we'll see.
Yeah, it might be one out. Just wait for it to come on TV or HBO Max or something.
I heard Val Kilmer really wanted to be in it, but Val Kilmer lost his voice pretty much. So there was no part that you really put him in for that movie. Although I do have the Batman recorded now. I haven't watched that yet. That's on DVR. I also DVR Fast and Furious 9 because I haven't watched that yet. I mean, I'm always a muscle car guy, so I'm going to watch it at some point. I just haven't done it yet.
I can't believe they're up to 9 now.
They said they got enough to do like 12 scripts or something. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it because I like watching the Charger and action.
Right, yeah,
I mean, I'm a car guy, you know.
Keep putting them out.
And Michelle Rodriguez and the other cast members you got, they ain't bad on the eyes. So, you know, I'll be entertained for a couple hours. I'm not going in there for the plot. I'm going in there for the entertainment.
Right. You know what it is before you go into it.
So. As long as you set the bar to the right level, you'll enjoy it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, one movie I do want to see, which I thought I would never say I want to see again, the new Jurassic Park movie. Because now it makes sense. Because I was like, how many times can y'all keep going to this freaking island, right? Because these dinosaurs. But now the dinosaurs are off the island and they're attacking people. So I'm like, it had to happen sooner or later. Now I'm interested. They're bringing back,
now you got my attention. I haven't seen that one either.
And they're bringing back like Goldblum. They're bringing back what was the one guy from the first one with Laura Dern, Sam Neill. He's in this one.
Oh.
The kids are like grown. They're in this one. They're bringing back like everybody for this one, pretty much. I mean, that didn't get eaten by a dinosaur, like, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested to see how that one actually goes down. But
that might be pretty good.
Nowadays, going to the movies, I'm like, I don't really feel it. I mean, I want to see Doctor Strange, but I'm like, I don't want to go to a movie to really see it anymore. I just kind of like want to chill at the house, watch it on DVR, or if I got to get Disney, I'll get Disney to watch it at some point. But
yeah,
I feel like there's just been the whole COVID thing has changed my attitude. I want to do some of that stuff. So,
well, movies has gotten so damn expensive anyway.
Yeah. He said, I saw Top Gun once on came with you back in the day and barely remember anything about it. Remember the Iceman?
I mean, me too, JT, actually. I don't remember a ton about it either. I remember it was good, but I don't remember a lot about it, honestly.
He said, I guess I don't like going to the danger zone. Can you honest? Fly me into the danger zone. Highway. Godzilla was the best man. I mean, Godzilla was the best man. Yeah. But, yeah, so me, I'm kind of like just chill, watch the movies on TV, watch the shows that come out. There's some interesting ones they have coming out now. And I DVR'd that other one, 61st Street or whatever, the FX release, but I haven't watched it yet. That seems to be like an interesting one that they came out with. But
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. But I'm interested to see when Snowfall comes back. I know we got to wait. Wait, but the way it went out, it's like, come on, man.
I got to think this next season is going to be the last one, right?
I got to think it's going to be a lot of shit happening in the last one.
Yeah. I would think that's going to be it, though.
Yeah.
But you're right, though. It probably will be a shit ton of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this last season there was a shit ton of stuff that went down.
Oh, it definitely was. This last one, they kind of pulled some different stuff together, and the whole Franklin mom switch up, I mean, which I understand totally after what they did, what Teddy did to her husband. So it's like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Jerome is kind of like, he's like, he doesn't want to get into the whole family dispute. You can tell
he's caught in the middle. Like
he's caught in the middle of it. Yeah,
he's like, I don't know what to do. Like,
it's almost like it's almost like a little Macbeth thing with the wife in his ear, like trying to push him into stuff he doesn't want to really get into.
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah. It's good writing with Snowfall. They did some pretty good stuff with that show.
Yeah, because I was kind of wondering when John Singleton died, where was it going to go from that point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but it's actually it's not missed the beat, in my opinion. I don't think.
Yeah. But yeah, now we get to that summer lull almost, where everything's going to be like the new summer shows and stuff, which everything will hold over to the fall. Yeah. Like, nobody cares about the fear of The Walking Dead anymore. Just end the damn main show, you know. It's funny. I was.
Is that even still a show? I didn't even know it was still on.
Yeah.
Fear of the Walking Dead?
Yeah. Fear of the Walking Dead's on now because The Walking Dead's on hiatus. So.
I thought that show sucked when it was.
But on Facebook, it was funny. Like last week, I think it was. I followed a Public Enemy page because Public Enemy is like my favorite group, but they always put different stuff out with different artists, and it was like the 20-something year anniversary of Ice-T, the OG album. Maybe the 30-year anniversary, and I'm like, man. Well, one, I feel older now. Maybe the 30-year anniversary.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got at least give it 30 at least.
But then I'm like, you know what? There's a bunch of kids out there that only know Ice-T from being on Law and Order.
Right.
They don't even know he was a rapper. They'll see a rapper.
What do you mean he used to rap?
Why is this detective on here on this doing this song like that?
It's like that shirt that Joe has, like Ice Cube, Ice-T.
Yeah.
Like I don't even I like the shirt, but I don't even know what it means.
Yeah.
Like those kids out there is like they have no clue what that actually is. Like
it's like if they see Ice Cube has been still doing music and stuff like that, so there probably won't be a surprise. But Ice-T, they're like,
what's that? Yeah,
he's like he's on a TV show. What's he doing? Kind of
right.
Yeah.
Like no, he used to be the Pimp Daddy and the strippers and all kinds of shit back in the day. Yeah.
But I did love that song. Did you catch Coach Ice-T in the back of you? Yeah, I did see that. So it's funny because my wife has a box of Cheerios here. On the back of it is Coach T with Ice-T there on the back of Cheerios because he's now doing the whole good for your heart thing because he's older. You know what I mean? So they kind of
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny when you pick up a Cheerios box. The next time you're in the store, take a look at it.
I have to look and see.
Back in the box. Like, man, you
went from gangster to Cheerios.
You gave me 6 a.m. and now you're out here hawking Cheerios.
6 a.m, police at my door. Oh, wait a minute, honeybee. Get your bowl of Cheerios before you go out to the bus stop, kids.
It's like, oh, you got me all confused. Ice, what is going on? Coco, is he on his meds right now? What's happening? Ice-T, yeah. Man. Oh.
So I mean, just real quick, we go over to a friend of ours lives down. He's like a big into heavy metal. So Ice-T has like a big heavy metal group.
Yeah, he had Body Count.
Yeah, Body Count. Which is so we watched some videos when we were down there. It was like, it's actually pretty good. But I'm like, would never see Ice-T doing anything like that, you know.
Oh, back in the 90s.
In that regards, I'm like, but I mean, he does some hard stuff, but not to that regard.
When he did Body Count back in the 90s, they did a song called Cop Killer.
And,
yeah. And when the police were all over on that stuff, and everything. So it was. But yeah, he is the metal thing, and I've always, you know, for the times for getting into music back in the day and doing stuff, I've always felt like it was there's a tie somewhere there between some of the fans that are metal, some of the fans that are hip hop, where it's kind of like a marginalization or something like that and everything. There's kind of a commonality that can go back and forth. And Cypress Hill was the best at it. Cypress Hill both sides of it.
Right.
And they kind of transcend that and bring that together. It's like I love watching Cypress Hill perform. And I just saw the Send Dog, I think, is sick right now or something. So hopefully, knock on wood, he gets through what he's going through. But Cypress Hill, they were kind of like that group. And I can still remember the first time back in the 90s, it was like 92 or whatever the station, and my music director was like, oh, you got to play this song or check out this song or whatever, and it was the Cypress Hill album, and I had not heard it, and it was just like, it just grabbed you. It was the whole grabbing you from that album. We started playing on the radio, and it was just like, wow, they're onto something here. You can tell good talent, you know, when you listen to it, because it hits in a different way. Like there's some songs that just hit, and it's like, the hair on your arm stands up like, whoa, that's heavy, or it makes you. That's why I like doing a reaction channel. I can hear these other artists. I can feel some of the power and the passion that comes through, and that makes it more fun to actually listen to.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Body Count, one of my Faye's wife's favorite bands. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. They did. There Goes the Neighborhood. Yeah, they did. Yeah, Hand on the Pump. Hand on the Pump was I still got that on vinyl. I'm thinking about doing a thing. I don't know if I'm going to do it on a channel. I don't know what channel it might be the Hip Hop Chronicles channel, but I've got a turntable to plug into my computers as well. So I'm thinking about doing some listening to vinyl type
Oh,
shows.
there you go.
Yeah,
That'd be
I
cool.
mean, they
Yeah.
may get blocked or whatever. I don't know how that's going to work out because of the whole YouTube thing. But I just want to like chill and just reminisce over some of the different music back then. But like that album from Cypress Hill, and for me, like Handle the Pump, How You Could Just Kill a Man were like big hits off of that album. But for me, it was the Funky Feel one, which was the one that really grabbed me the most when I heard that one, and the way they put that beat together and the way they kind of tied into it.
So how does that actually work? Because Tom the Beer Whisperer always plays music in the background.
Well, I don't
And
think Tom. Yeah,
And he'll say it before, but does it depend on the popularity of the band? If they flag you or not? Is that what the difference?
it depends if somebody puts in a copyright claim, and with the higher the popularity, the higher the chances, I guess.
Right.
So,
right.
but I played some stuff like when I did Hip Hop Chronicles. I think I've done 7 or 8 videos, but only maybe 1 or 2 have been flagged for copyright. But if it's something where I'm doing like a commentary on it, I can appeal it, and they get approved sometimes for the appeal because it's fair use.
Okay.
Like I'm not doing it just to make money off the song, but I'm talking about
Right,
how it
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can do that, sometimes you can't. So like the reaction channel of the 30 videos I have on there, I think 7 have like claims against them for stuff where YouTube wouldn't let me go ahead and do it. But that's fine. It's just for me actually talking about it.
Right.
Yeah. But
Well, I was kind of wondering because he always says so and so's in the background. I don't own the rights to this, whatever.
Yeah.
Blah blah. And then he never seems to get flagged for any of it. So I didn't know. But most stuff you listen to isn't like a mainstream artist. It's kind of
Right.
like a
And I don't think
blues type, somebody that he knows of, whatever. In the background.
yeah, and I
you
think
can, you can hear it, but
because like I said, he doesn't monetize it, I think he gets away with it there. But like I had one clip. We were doing one show, and I popped on some AC/DC. And AC/DC, they would your stream would get shut down if you played AC/DC record. It won't even be like an appeal type. Like they don't want anybody playing it. And I'm like,
wow.
So to me, it's kind of like you can mute the song out and then your video will come back up. But it's kind of like, why would you want anybody playing it?
What's
Even if
the
you're not
point?
claiming it, you're still getting credit for it. It's like, for some people, they're not trying to steal anything from you. It's just
Right.
you're going into
Right.
the mood or whatever like that, If I hit a button and it says biggest balls of all, I should be able to hit that button. And, I'm not trying to steal anything from you, but it's at the same point, it's pointing back to you and stuff. And like when I do my music, I link back to the original artists on stuff too. Like go check out their video here so you can hear it uninterrupted on how they do it.
Well, they're probably just trying to save their ass from like somebody coming back suing them for playing the rights to their music or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like we're not getting paid for this for you, broadcasting our song. And YouTube's like, well, I have nothing to do with this, so they come back and flag you instead. So
It's like if you think I'm a threat for you as a big artist,
right,
boy,
right, yeah.
you are
yeah.
not looking at this the right way.
But
Like,
those guys like Metallica in a sense, like I want to get every nickel I can for every time my song gets played, whether they like it or not,
It's like you always have a huge Cypress Hill fan. Cypress did it for metal. Yeah, it's actually Sendog started a group there as well that he had. And I don't know if you have Showtime or not, Gilbert. I don't know if it's still on, but last month, Showtime, well, I say last month, it's actually this month still, it's May. Showtime had a Cypress Hill special on that was freaking phenomenal, talking about the band and the roots and the upcoming of everything and the split they had with Sendog and them, but then they got back together. It's a great one. So if you happen to take a chance to see it, definitely recommend. But I was always a huge Cypress Hill type fan.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were real candid on a lot of the stuff and the music. And it's just, they are one of those groups that found a stride that it makes it their own. It's not like, it's hard. Like you can't say like, oh, this is the next Cypress Hill because there is no next Cypress Hill. It's just Cypress Hill. There is no next Public Enemy. It's just Public Enemy.
Right.
There's certain groups that are just, they own it.
They are.
You can't get into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I don't even know how you could even replicate or duplicate like Cypress Hill. I mean, they had their own like.
No, they had like
style and sound to them. It's like there's no.
I mean,
kind of like Public Enemy too, like you said, is like there's no like you can't duplicate that.
It's like on the video, like Cheech and Chong were like being interviewed about Cypress Hill because they had met them and did some stuff. They opened for Cheech and Chong in a couple shows and stuff, and it was like they were talking about like the passing of the torch because Cypress Hill was pro marijuana, and Cheech and Chong were talking about how they kind of took that up and ran with it and everything like that, and it was just an interesting perspective that they provided to it as well. But yeah, you can't imitate Be Real with Sin Dog and all. It's just, you know, it is what it is. The hill that's real is Cypress Hill. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. You better be ready. When the shit goes down, you better be ready. Better be ready. Like, you can't imitate that shit. It's like, you know,
Right.
it's just them. It's just, you know, they had it all together. Yeah, now I'm listening to some Cypress Hill because it's now stuck in my head on some of the
I
stuff.
know, yeah.
Yeah. So you want to be a rap star. And it was funny, you're talking about the rap star and the rock star one and how they flipped it up and stuff too. It was like, we did the rock star, but then we did the rap star one. It was just like, and it's just like that beat they did like works for both of them. It's just like, so you want to be a rock star, live hard,
Okay,
drive big.
okay.
I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, right. You like, get hyped up. And you see them performing in all the mosh pits and stuff like that are going on. It's just like, that's Cypress Hill. That's just Cypress Hill. Yeah. You can't beat that, you know. Yeah. You can't beat originality, and that's what
definitely like one of a kind for sure.
Yeah. It's kind of like, that's the problem. Like some of the performance nowadays is like, I'll hear someone like Cardi B, and I'm like, she's like another Little Kim. You know, she's like the later version of Little Kim.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I'll hear a couple artists like when I listen to hip hop, like Meg Thee Stallion. I'm like, okay, she's kind of a throwback. I like Meg because she's kind of a little bit more of a throwback, kind of a little bit more of a later edition, maybe of Roxanne Shante or something like that and everything. But she has a little bit of her own style to it.
But she still kind of falls in kind of the same like category. Like they all kind of
they get like a Foxy Brown
kind
type
of
thing or something like that. Yeah, you get something like that.
But you're right though. She is more of outside the box sort
she's
of.
more and it's kind of like, and then it's like, and I'll hear somebody like, you know, a Kendrick Lamar's like that's okay. Well, he's got something a little bit different going on. Or J. Cole have a little bit something different going on, but
right, yeah,
it's different. I mean, like people like talk about like Kanye West, and I'm just like, he's all right. I mean, he's not it for me. Like he was Kanye West, maybe to break it down to pre-Kardashian and post-Kardashian. Pre-Kardashian, that Kanye was solid. After, you're all right, but it's like you start to get more into the whole corporate type thing. You're more into it's not as raw and fresh as it used to be. That's why I enjoy doing the UK stuff that I'm listening to now because they kind of have more of that grit and everything, you know, listening to some of those artists. Right. But, you know, you hear that, it's not just hip hop, but you hear that with some of the different things like around some of the rock groups and stuff like that too. It's just like, you know, I like to find that originality with stuff. So now I'm getting more into the music things more than the beer things on this channel.
Yeah, and I feel like probably the UK stuff is probably more original type thing.
Yeah, it's more
here.
It's funny listening when I do the reaction channel, listening to some of the art acts, which I'm expanding into some other stuff now. But for me, it's kind of hearing more of the stuff back like I would hear in the 90s, as far as more of the intentional thinking of what they're actually rapping about or talking about. It's more deliberate. It's more about the knowledge. It's not just, you know, saying words to make them sound good. Like something like Lil Wayne doesn't ever really surprise me or anything like that. It's just kind of like,
right.
You know, it's like you could think up those words and they sound good. I mean, it doesn't have the intellectual
just
level
together with good beat and that's it.
Well, it doesn't.
I mean, with like him, it's kind of like okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great producer, and his stuff works. I get, but I think, you know, it's different for me coming up with people like KRS-One, Chuck D, Cool G Rap, Ice Cube. Like there was more some intellectual type things they were putting
Rakim
and all that stuff they were putting in the underneath type of things versus some of the more surface type stuff. Now, some of the surface type stuff, that's because the corporations having that to go out there on
Oh,
out.
yeah.
That's what they want. But you have to look deeper to find some of that stuff. And everybody's like, well, like some of the guys in the UK, like when America don't really have it anymore, is like you still get stuff, but it's more pushed underground nowadays. But in the UK, it's out in the forefront in a lot of stuff. Like, so if you ever watch the channel like Charlie Sloth, he does Fire to Boost with a lot of artists where they just go right at it in the studio. That's where he has some great videos, some great people in there performing. And definitely recommending. It's just like the knowledge and stuff. I watched this one cat called Akala that every time I see him, he drops crazy knowledge. Or like Dave, who's like huge in the UK and drops stuff that makes you think and it's kind of like has that underlying tone and double meanings and stuff. So there's a lot of good artists over there. So, but if y'all want to see that, y'all watch the reaction channel when I talk about that kind of stuff too. So, but I might be a little buzzed for the weekend.
Lead into the channel.
I'm going into the music channel at this point. Trent says, so Curry with the Magic Johnson was a conference MVP. I didn't know Magic had it. I didn't know Magic did either. I just turned around and see that. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Speaking of, have you watched that series that's on HBO Max?
I still haven't watched it yet. That's another thing I need to watch too.
I finished it the other day. It's pretty good. It's kind of has a cheesy vibe to it, but it's pretty good though.
Yeah. Well, John C. Reilly does pretty good in it, right?
John C. Reilly, he's great in it.
Yeah. I heard the guy that plays Magic is pretty good too.
Yeah, that guy's pretty good. Yeah. Pretty much across the board, they're all really pretty good in it.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that series in general is like pretty well acted in it.
That's probably something I'll catch here the next few weeks since
I would watch it.
Most of my shows will now be off now for the summer. So
yeah, I breezed through that thing in like 4 days. I just started watching. I was like, because I always heard on like talk radio, everybody's like, oh, it just kind of hooks you in. It's like it's kind of cheesy in a sense, but it's like once you get into it, it's like it kind of hooks you in, and it totally does. Like I totally see it. Like it just grabs you. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get wrapped up here. It's 11:33, and get ready for the weekend. So
right into the weekend.
I might do some lives this weekend just because I really need to do more lives. I got this channel. I only do lives on Thursdays. I need to do some more. So I may pop up this weekend and do some stuff. And
if you need some panel members, give me a holler.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I don't think we're doing anything. Maybe tomorrow night, but outside of that, I don't think we're doing anything anyway. So
Memorial Day weekend and stuff. Is she working this weekend or is she off?
No, she's off this weekend.
So maybe this weekend we can try to get the questions and stuff in since it's a long weekend or something.
Yeah.
It don't even got to be late or anything. It can be sometime.
She has to work Monday, but she's off.
Well, she's off like Saturday or
well, yeah. Her week doesn't, or her days never change, so it doesn't matter. Holiday or not. But, so she's off tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So
nice, yeah.
If you want to do something like Saturday night or something, as far as that goes, just let me know because we don't have no plans that I know of.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be real late Saturday or anything either. It could be earlier too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Just let me know if you want to. We could probably set something up for sure.
Big motorsports weekend with Indy. Oh yeah, it is Indy 500.
Yeah.
Indy 500, the only auto race I've ever been to. It was a blast though.
I've never been to the actual race, but I've been to the time trials.
Yeah, the race was awesome. We actually had a good seat. We were like right on, I guess, the grandstand right down from the finishing line. So you see those little cars come by where they're like 4 across.
Yeah.
You know? And like, because the slightest movement and you're toasted, right? And they're just like racing those things. It's pretty awesome. It's loud as shit too. I mean, you see why you need the headphones for that. It's just like, it is really loud.
Fun thing is, I live within 100 miles of 2 of the biggest races,
right?
The Derby and the Indy 500, and I've never been to either one of them.
You know what the funny thing is here? Because I'm moving here, we left Kentucky, where we used to have the Kentucky Derby, and now I'm close to the Preakness. So,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Right.
So that ran the other day. So now I'm still in horse territory. So, and I can actually drive down within a couple of hours and be in New York for the Belmont if I wanted to go up there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
But and I think this upcoming what is the what you call it for the Premier League too? Is that this weekend? Let's see here. I'm all big in the Premier League now. I mean,
I know. That's what I've been seeing.
and Liverpool has to play a match here. I'm trying to see when it is. I want to say it's this weekend or next week. I think it's the weekend now. I was trying to see what it is on here. Looking on the schedule. But anyway, I got it programmed on my TV. It fills a spot for me. It's just kind of like, I kind of like it. I like the strategy of it now. Maybe because I'm playing FIFA 22 as well.
I played that the other day. It's pretty fun. I like
it. It is.
It was fun.
And I know EB's a big Liverpool fan, he said so. But looking forward to seeing that. And then I saw like Kaepernick got to work out for the Raiders. So I'll be interested to see if he comes back for the Raiders and everything too. So
yeah, that would be interesting to see.
Yeah, I haven't looked at any of the video stuff, but apparently they released the stuff earlier today. But the owner that's in the Raiders now, I guess, he was signing them back and everything. It's funny things like people talk about Kaepernick. There was a video that one of the guys I put together because people were trying to say, well, he had kind of, defenses knew what he was doing. He felt it's like a guy put the video together that year when it was last year. He was rated as one of the top quarterbacks in the league, like all the efficiency and everything across the board. So you look at all the quarterbacks in the league, and it's like, yeah, he should be playing on the team somewhere. So it'll be interesting.
I mean, how old is he now, though?
He's 34, I think.
Okay, so
Stafford's like 39 or something, right?
Well,
like,
I'm sure Tom Brady's 40
something, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, but he got the alien genes. So Tom Brady,
he's not human. That's for sure.
Tom Brady's not human. It's Tom Brady. Tom, stop trying to fool people with that golf shot.
He believes blue. Yeah, no kidding.
Everybody knows you did not make that golf shot. That was some fake ass shit, Tom. You don't need that.
You can't have it all, Tom. You can't have it all. Ain't nobody buying that shit.
Yeah, you already got Giselle and all the other shit you're doing. So stop making up shit. You don't need that, Tom. You don't need that.
You gotta have it all. Just give us a little portion of something.
Tom Brady, you glamour whore. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. I mean, he would come back in the Raiders as a backup because I think the quarterback there is
Carr.
Yeah, Carr. I was thinking it was because he's a younger brother of the other Carr, so he'd be a backup there. But
maybe be a foot in the door though.
But they were talking about a few months ago. Some of the NFL receivers were working out with Kaepernick because he still had the arm and stuff. So,
I mean, he still looks like he's in good playing state. So
yeah, it'd be a huge thing for Nike too. They would love to put some stuff behind him there. So yeah. But if he does come back, I might be a Raiders fan. I'm just saying. I mean, I haven't watched the NFL since Cap's been out of it. But if he comes back, I still feel like the NFL still does some shit wrong. Which the NFL just lost a big thing with John Gruden too in court. So that whole thing about the emails kind of came back to bite the NFL in the ass, it seems. So NFL is shady as hell. It's just shady as hell. And I'm glad they're getting exposed on shit.
They're all shady as hell.
Yeah, well, that's
doesn't matter what they get caught on.
I just think the NBA is like the best ran league of all of them thus far. So that's why I like watching NBA stuff. Baseball will probably be right behind them next, but yeah. Well, I saw that one player just got suspended from what team was he the Yankees? They called the Detroit players a Jackie or whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it was for the Yankees, but it was wasn't for Detroit. Oh,
so the players on Detroit, that's the Tim's on Detroit. The batter was Detroit.
No, I thought not the player he called Jackie.
I thought he was. I thought it was a Detroit Tiger.
It's damn. My brother's a big Yankees fan. We just talked about the other day. It was Donaldson said it to. Dang it! It's not Detroit though. Who in the hell is he? Who's he play for? It was just a few days ago.
Let me see here.
I'm pretty sure it's not Detroit though. want to say it's like
White Sox.
White Sox. There you go. Yeah.
Tim Anderson. Yeah.
Anderson. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That whole thing.
I mean, what do you think of that? Because like he called himself Jackie Robinson in the press.
Well, it's one of those.
I mean, one. I think it depends on how close they were. Like if they're friends or something, and he was just joking about it. But I don't think that was the case. So I don't know.
It's one of those weird lines to walk, right? So
no, you're totally right.
Him saying he wants to try to be the next Jackie is different than how it may be interpreted from a white player calling him Jackie, knowing that the obstacles Jackie had to face and the things that he dealt with coming into the league. So it's kind of like you can see it kind of both ways on things, and it's kind of like
that's kind of where I'm at, because I'm like, if you call yourself that and somebody wants to call you that, then what you
right? If you said that out there in the press and somebody says that, yeah. But then it's kind of like, if he would have said, he was the next, Reggie or something like that, it would have been different because Reggie didn't face the stuff that Jackie faced probably. So people would be kind of
I mean that.
A little bit different, or if he was the next Ken Griffey Jr. or something like that. So it's just the ideal of that is kind of like, I don't know. I can't be in Tim's head to think, what he felt about it or whatever, but it's kind of like, that's kind of like,
well, like you said, it's walking the line either way.
Yeah, but it's like a player that's on a different level. That's kind of like an idol. It's kind of like, if you're part of, like, say, the black community, it's kind of like one of those players you may hold to a higher level that you want to be like, and anything that's said maybe disparaging against them kind of thing. It's kind of a weird type situation. It's just trying to.
No, it totally is.
Yeah.
But from like his perspective of saying that, does that not kind of, even though like
it does,
black guy saying that, like you're talking about greatness. Like I love Jackie Robinson.
That's the other part of it. It's kind of like if you call yourself like that, then other people are going to maybe say some stuff like that.
That's what I mean. Like I don't know that Donaldson was out of line for saying that. He probably shouldn't have, but the guy brought it up himself. So it's like,
from my understanding, what I've seen, I would say Major League Baseball probably took it farther than they needed to by doing a suspension or whatever. I don't think it was meant that way.
Right.
But in the world that we're living in now, it might have been like, just in case, let's do it anyway.
True.
It's just kind of a self-protection type thing,
Honestly, from my standpoint, I would have more of a problem that Tim Anderson, who's only been in the league for a couple of years, comparing himself to Jackie Robinson. Like, I have more of a problem of that than calling him Jackie. Like, okay. I don't see why that was that big of a deal when he come out and said that I'm the next Jackie Robinson.
I mean, the idea.
No, you're not. You're not even close to Jackie Robinson.
And that's another thing too. So it's the idea of being the next Jackie Robinson, who had to transcend the color line and had to carry the weight of what he had to carry to get into the league.
Yeah,
it's not the same that you're doing. Like, you'd been better off saying you were the next fucking Rod Carew or somebody like that.
Right.
Jackie Robinson.
Somebody, but not Jackie Robinson. Because there's Jackie.
There is no other Jackie Robinson. He opened the door for everybody. And you can't be. You could maybe be a Lou Brock or something, but you can't be a Jackie Robinson. So
that's what I'm saying. Like I have more of a problem of him saying he's the next Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
Like there's no next Jackie Robinson. Like that barrier is done gone. You know what I mean? Like there's nobody that come along now that would ever face what he went through.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be like
the next Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, I mean, to be like the next Jackie Robinson, you'd have to be like, what's that guy in California? The pitcher and the hitter.
For the Angels, the Japanese.
Yeah. Like if there was no Japanese people, you could maybe be like the Japanese version.
Right.
There's no other.
Yeah, exactly.
But but you can't be the next Ichiro because Ichiro was already here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of like it's
Shitani or whatever his name's Shitani or something.
Yeah, Shitani. Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know. It might be some millennial type thing, and I can't understand. I'm just
No, I agree.
I just. I can see where if you thought it might have been disrespectful for someone to call you that, but at the same point, it's like you can't set yourself up for that either, and not expect people to reply to it.
That's where I was coming from. It's
Yeah,
like, you can't say that and then not take the brunt of of saying that. Like if he never said anything about it, to come out and said that, then like, okay, whoa, wait a minute, you can't,
right.
that's crossing lines. But
Yeah,
when you come in the news or what newspaper or whatever and say I'm the next Jackie Robinson. I mean, baseball, you're going to take some shit from other players, regardless.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they do. I mean, that's what,
I'm like, it's like
they're going to poke at you.
Yeah, it's like you're not. Yeah. We'll let it go at that because that's crazier.
But I can see both sides. But whatever. It was just kind of craziness all around.
Yeah. Let me see here. Get these last comments. Got the big motorsports. Don't eat too much barbecue, people. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Sure. Big sports weekend. Slowly but surely become a vegetarian as I get older and the clock is ticking. Not me. I'm still a meat eater.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, here he comes.
Me too.
Meat eater. Meat eater.
Yes.
Oh, here he comes. Rick Mearsey. Here's JT. I have friends that went vegan. I'm like, no, I'm not there yet.
Oh, speaking of meat eaters, I just saw like Arby's come out with a Wagyu hamburger.
Yeah.
Have you seen
really? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually legit.
From
Wagyu,
where?
Like hamburger beef.
From where?
From Arby's.
Okay. I'll have to check
But it looks, I saw it on TikTok today. I was like, oh, it looks so good. I want to go try it. So I looked it up, and our local Arby's has it. I'm like, I'm going to go get it.
I just saw Ohio's getting some Roy Rogers out there.
Okay.
Which Roy Rogers like a Northeastern thing, but they really got some pretty good chicken and sandwiches too.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
John Williams made a video about Capstone. Yeah, that might have been the one I actually watched, but he was like showed all the stats and stuff, and he was definitely a top 10 QB, and JT had put a link there as well. And it was just like, yeah, he's proved that he should have been in the league. But that being said, we're going to get wrapped up, and thanks for everybody that tuned in tonight. I definitely got to go take a leak here.
Yeah.
Those beers are starting to catch up with me. And back next Thursday after Memorial Day. Hopefully you guys have a great week. Appreciate what you have is what I'm going to say after the week we've been through. We got the little ones. Make sure you hug them, kiss them, let them know you love them, all that kind of stuff.
For sure.
Definitely be safe out there. And hopefully we get through it and things become a better world at some point here for us. But
it's got to at some point.
Yeah. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. And my new saying, drink beer, live happily. Cheers, everybody.